welcome to Married to Bravo with Joleen and Nana. I'm Joleen, and that's
Nana.
Nana. Happy Friday, Leen Team. If you are joining us live, make sure you smash that like. It helps us so much in the algorithm. You guys, if you want to support the channel, like is a great way to do it. But you could also support us by joining the Leen Team here on YouTube. We have one membership. It's a lot of fun. Mods, feel free to drop the link for that. I also have a Patreon, patreon.com/Joleen Lunzer, or you can send a super chat during the live. But really, we just appreciate you being here. And we do have a special prize we'll be giving out to one lucky person. And what is the criteria to win a prize during tonight's live, Nana?
You know, I didn't think about this. That's a good thought.
Okay.
What could you make something up? You're a little better at that kind of stuff.
Well, maybe for the funniest comment about what we're talking about. So stay tuned all the way till the end. And then we will pick what our favorite, Nana will pick what her favorite comment was left in the chat.
I hate to do that. Okay.
Why?
Well, that's playing favorites. I just have a hard time with that.
And well, then it's not favorites. It's what makes you like laugh or think or something that you remembered. Okay. Nana hates to play favorites, but because she loves all of her sweet Leen Team pumpkin spice.
Yes, I do. And Linda, you can't play this because you're already getting this gift. Something I brought back from Memphis.
Yay. So Nana is back. If you don't join us for 90 Day with Nana, Nana told her little travel story. So even if you don't watch 90 Day, go back to Monday night's episode of 90 Day with Nana. The first hour of the broadcast, Nana gives a awesome breakdown and tells us all about the places she went. So if you want to hear about it, definitely check out this past Monday's 90 Day with Nana. And Nana, just give us like a 5-minute, your favorite things, a couple things you saw on your vacation. And
we got to see Graceland, got to see Elvis's grave, got to see his home. It was fabulous. My favorite was seeing the Civil Rights Museum. And that was also in Memphis, and it's connected to the Lorraine Hotel, which is where Martin Luther King was assassinated, April 4th, 1968. If you ever get to Memphis, please go through it. It is just very, very moving. And then behind that is Central Barbecue, which is fabulous. Best barbecue I've ever had.
Whoa.
Yep. And that was our friend Carla told us about and Shell told us about. So we had two people saying, go to Central Barbecue. It was wonderful. And then on the way home, we stayed at a bed and breakfast. We've never done that before in, I was going to say Biloxi. What am I thinking? Come on, where was I? Hannibal.
Weren't you in Hannibal, like Hannibal Lecter town?
I know. Every time I think about that, I think of that. Ooh. But Hannibal, Missouri, and home of Mark Twain. It was went through a museum for him.
Did Mark Twain write Silence of the Lambs, Nana?
I never saw that show. I wouldn't even watch the previews of it. And then on the way home, we got to see Buddy Holly, where his plane went down. You go back to the middle of a cornfield. It was fabulous. And then went through to the surf ballroom where he last played. And that's only, I don't know, maybe 4 miles from the crash site, really. It was a fabulous trip. I highly recommend all those places.
Yay. And Nana, where Buddy Holly, the Big Bopper, and Richie Valens' plane went down, and she said it was fabulous. Not the plane crash wasn't fabulous, right, Nana? Just being
just to be there and I brought home some little pieces of shredded up kind of corn cobs that they
still have it.
Of course I do. It's downstairs. I put it in a special place. Now I have to remember where I put it. But you know how I go. But yeah, it was absolutely the best. It was just such talented people on all ends of the spectrum. A man of the cloth, Martin Luther King, just God sent. That's all I got to say. He was God sent. And it was just a fabulous trip. So thank you.
Nana went on her favorite dead people tour, we call it, where she gets to see her favorite dead people, which is fitting for Halloween, All Hallows Eve, you know.
It really is. I know. And what all I remember is as a kid, after Halloween, after we went trick or treating and stuff, we had to go to mass the next day because it was All Saints Day, a holy day. Okay.
Did I have? Oh, I went to Catholic school for 1 year. I don't know if we had to do that. I feel like we went to mass too much, like it
all
was
the time.
a lot.
Well, we did all the time at grade school. They were always running us in there. So it helped some of us, not so much.
Yay! Pumpkin spice babies are here. So happy Halloween weekend, Nana. Are you excited for Halloween?
I am. I get excited. Dad ran up to the store and he got little oranges, orange pops about this big, ginger ale, and what was the other one he got? He got 3 and root beers, little root beers about this big. And then we also got Hershey candy bars to give.
So you're giving away pop, what's we call it in Minnesota,
pop.
And you're giving away Hershey's, just regular ones. Hershey bars.
Yep, big ones. They're the ones that aren't my favorite. So it's hard Hershey? It's hard to find one that I don't like, that maybe the kids will get a chance on getting it into their bag. If I would have bought Mounds or Butterfinger and stuff, I mean, sorry, kids.
You would have eaten it. But I think like Reese's are always good for kids, but Hershey's, who doesn't like chocolate?
Well, I like it, but I like the ones with almonds. But with kids, I don't, and sometimes
I like regular Hershey's.
No, that's not my favorite. It almost makes me choke sometimes. Maybe it's just too sweet. I didn't think that was possible. But yeah.
Oh my gosh. All right, you guys. Thank you, Angelica. So Angelica liked my scary story. So you guys, I'm starting to post these little scary stories. There'll be a little segment that I do on my channel. So please show it some love. And for those of you who have showed it love, thank you so much. Because as you know, I constantly have to be creating different things and things that pique my interest. And I love scary stuff. And I should have probably started this October 1st. But anyways, I feel like it can go into November with these scary stories. So I'll be creating these little stories. And then I use this little creepy voice recorder, Nana, and I tell the story. And then I create a video and edit it with video and, GIFs, memes, things like that, and add sound effects. So hopefully you guys like that. Maybe it'll turn into some kind of spooky podcast. I don't know, but I really enjoy doing it. And
I saw some of it. I told you I went on, because I saw, she's got something new out there. And I watched just a little bit of it because I don't like anything scary. Even though I know it's you telling the story, I just liked it. And then I shared it. So anything scary, it's just, sorry.
That was such a nice thing for you guys to like it and comment, because it helps so much. Because when you start with, we have a lot of different content here on this channel. There's not just one thing. We're not one trick ponies. We like to do all kinds of stuff. No, you're not. And so I really appreciate you guys when you support me in my new endeavors, and when I'm tree decorating or telling spooky stories or talking about reality game shows or talking about the Housewives or talking about 90 Day or talking with my husband or me and Busy Blue's crazy show. I just appreciate you guys being along for the ride. I always wanted this channel to be a place where I could be creative and be funny, but not always funny, but also kind of like a Joleen TV. What would I want to see if I had my own television network?
I love it. And like I said, I always share your stuff. I try to be good about that and go on. And I love what you do. And you are very creative.
Well, you're so sweet. Shout out to Sarah at Nerdtainment. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Renee. Thank you. I am so geeked for Halloween weekend, even though I'm not like going to be going out. Are you going to a big party, Nana? Are you dressing up?
No, I'm not dressing up. I'm going to the door as I was going to say middle-aged, but that's not even it. A senior housewife. Hi, kids.
Nana,
don't let this happen to you.
Oh my gosh, you totally have to dress up like a senior housewife. Okay. Maybe like bedazzle a cane, get like a fancy dress. People are like, what are you? Like, clearly I'm the senior housewives of Minnesota. You have to.
Oh, I love that. Oh, you always have so many fun things that you think I should be doing. That creepy voice that you used on that, it was scary with that creepy voice you kind of did.
It's
How did you
just an
put that
app.
into a app? Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, well, I just read it in this app, and you can change it to like the opposite of the high helium voice. I use the low helium voice because there's a devil's voice and a demon, but it was like too scary. So that one was probably the least scary because I know not all of the Leen team and not everyone who supports the channel is into scary stuff. And I don't want to make you guys shit your pants, you know.
Too
What
late.
a nice girl.
Anyway, yeah, what a pretty girl.
What a nice girl I am. I do want to show something cool that Nana sent me, you guys. I want to share it here before we
please do. I hope it turned out okay because I wanted
you gotta fluff it a little more. I did notice that. But other than that, I think so. I think there's the middle, just really fluff it. But other than that, it looks really pretty.
Yeah, I thought I hit every branch and stuff. I don't have many things on it yet, so that'll make a difference too.
You're just putting it up. And thank you, Jay Esco, for the first super chat of the night. TGIF ladies, Nana loving the red lips, right? Nana with the red lips.
Lucy, Joleen always says to me, "You got lipstick on your teeth again. Fix it." Okay.
Okay, so let's share this. Because Nana, let's see, where did it go here? Nana received a very special package in the mail. And how come I can't see it? Let me try to open it up again. I got way too many things, pictures saved, like screen grabs of the shows.
Oh, yeah. I don't know how you do all that. And then do we have an Ask Nana in this segment too? Or is that more of a Monday?
No, we can do it. We can do an Ask Nana. Well, where the heck did this thing go? Did it go to the desktop?
And that's okay. And for your listening pleasure, I'll hum the Star Spangled Banner. No.
Can you hum something creepier, Nana? Can you tell us this? Okay, Nana, do you know any, since it's Halloween weekend, do you know any scary stories? And it can just be like scary for you. It doesn't have to be long. Just something scary that's ever happened to you that has freaked you out. Okay. You can do it. Even if you lie, just lie.
No, I just don't want to lie and stuff. I have had things where I believe in the afterlife. Okay. And I believe that if you start thinking of that person, sometimes they'll kind of come to you, not that you see them or anything, but you can kind of feel their presence. Well, I was working at the state fair in a stand, and I was making, it was a s'more stand, and I was making little s'mores. That's the graham cracker with the Hershey chocolate, kind of a full circle callback, if you will. Hershey chocolate and the marshmallow. And then we put it in the oven, and it just tastes so good, nice and warm. And I was standing there, and it was my first time I was working the fair since my mom died, and just missing her so. And I just thought about her, and I'm making these little sandwiches and thought how she loved the fair. And as I was thinking about her so intently, I had that somebody do this to me. And I turned around to see who came in the stand to talk with me. And there was no one there.
You were in the stand alone? So you think it was your mom saying hi, grandma just like, hey, it's going to be okay. You can do this, girl.
That's right. I love the fair, and I'm here.
Hey, girl. Hey. Oh, yes. The Great Minnesota Get Together. My first job, the s'more stand. And probably not Nana's, but there we go. Good story. Also, like, nice, not spooky, because it's someone you love and you want to, see. So
I know. There's so many things.
Good share, Nana. But if you guys didn't know, Nana got her tree from Treetopia. So the tree that I ordered her. Oops, did we cut off the top? I think we cut off the top here.
Oh, but that sounds like me.
This is Nana's
see the little black right there? See that little black right there?
Is it a bear? A bird?
No, that's Bob Dylan, and over on the other side is Willie Nelson. So I wanted to get lighter ones in there and save those for my other tree, but that's what I had upstairs to put on it. So
but you see what I mean in the middle? I think you just got to pull the branches up.
Are you saying right
here? A little
here?
more, like toward the top.
That?
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Like above Bob Dylan. Bob Dylan needs a little more. Bob Dylan needs some fluffing. above him. That's what
I
I'm saying.
would love to fluff Bob Dylan. Okay, fine.
I
Fine.
bet you would. So this is in Nana's dining room, and Nana has a purple, like your walls are kind of like a violet, right?
They are a purple, but I just had this on purple. Those color changing thing, it is the best thing. You can go to all green, all blue,
She has a
the
remote.
icy blue. It's wonderful. And then you can go to a yellow. It has orange. It has rainbow colors. It is I love this tree. Thank you, Joleen. And because I was putting this new tree in there, you know what what happens then, guys? You have to get on your hands and knees, and I was washing the floor before I put the tree in because, yeah, it needed it. But look how shiny the floor is. Thank you.
Right? Your floor looks amazing. So she got the silver tree, but like she said, she has a little remote control with this certain Treetopia tree. It's a 7-foot
It's
silver.
about this big.
And she can switch to different colors and color changing. So throughout the night, I think you can get it on something where it just changes if you like it to.
Right. But I just, with that purple in the room, because we were talking about getting the purple tree when we were all talking in the chat. Yep. So I thought, oh gosh, it's just so pretty. I just loved it. And it might stay up all year long.
Listen, it is great. So yeah, Miss T, this is the silver 7-foot from Treetopia. So if you're looking and it has, look for the one that has a remote with color changing. I believe it's on sale right now. I am going to be doing a Christmas sponsorship with Treetopia, so I will have a discount code.
Even better.
Yeah, so I got my tree and I'm going to do my opening, and then I got to talk to Treetopia and find out when I'll get my discount code and all that stuff. So if you're interested in that, that'll be coming up. But this is just Nana's dining room tree, and then you got your main tree, which is in your living room.
It's going to be in the living room, yeah.
Okay.
But you know, as we get older and we don't want to put everything up, but that's not me yet. This is going to be just my tree. I mean, I just love it. And your dad's going, ooh, and ah over it. He goes, this is just gorgeous.
He likes it too?
Yeah. He says, this is gorgeous. And
that's awesome.
So I says, now hang on to this. So then he's playing with the dial going, oh, look at, you know, and the kids, I hate to show them the dial because something will happen, but it's so cool. It's so cool.
Yes. I will definitely let you know. Tracy, yes, you need Prince ornaments. That can be your kind of pop culture tree if you want, of all your favorite people. So maybe we will also, you're going to come here and we have that cute store where you got your Bob Dylan and your Willie Nelson. But maybe we'll see if we can add some to your Amazon wish list. If you guys are interested, Nana's birthday is coming up November 20th, and we will be doing a special live for Nana's birthday. And so maybe we'll add some of that. I also have a P.O. box. So if you guys want to send anything to Nana, if you find you guys love sending stuff to Nana, and it's adorable and I love it. You can always send it to my P.O. box because she'll be here the 26th of November. Wait, the 26th of November? Are you going to be here?
Yes.
Okay.
Day after Thanksgiving. So, and also I have little Barbies, ornamental Barbies, 4 of them.
You should do a pop culture tree.
I should, because in my the big box of ornaments, I have like Howdy Doody things and the Jetsons lunchbox and you know, that kind of stuff. I love that kind of stuff. That's a perfect idea. Thank you.
Yes, I think it's great. Miss T, yes, I will be posting it on my social media and also on YouTube. So make sure you're following at Joleen Lunzer, and I'll have all the great discount codes and stuff. And Angela says mine is the 24th. So does that make her Scorpio as well?
No, Sagittarius.
Oh, Sag, nice.
But a good Sagittarius, because she's so close to the Scorpio cutoff.
Lisa's got we got a lot of November babies here.
Oh, you know, I always like to count back. What was 9? Let's see. 9 months prior to that.
November 1st, the day after Halloween.
Oh, that's All Saints Day. That's a wonderful day to be born.
Yeah, so we'll do a Nana's birthday blowout. We always do. Well, we just started through the pandemic doing little lives for our birthdays because, hey, why the hell not, right?
I know.
Lots of Leen Team birthdays approaching. Oh, Angelica's the 26th. This is fun. Wow. So maybe we'll just celebrate everybody.
Everybody's birthday.
Evelyn, oh my God, the 19th.
Holy honey, so close. I love that.
TT 11-9. 55.
55.
So close to Nana.
Oh, TT.
You guys.
You're younger than me, but that's all right. I was born in 54.
Look at
And the
JP's the
19th.
19th.
Look at
Jamie's
all
the
these.
22nd.
Look at all these Novembers. Stop it.
Gigi's 11/11. I think I have that day off of work because it's a holiday.
It
So,
is
yeah.
Veterans Day, isn't it?
Yes, I think so.
After you've worked all your life, you never forget a holiday.
Yes. Well, happy belated Miss T. 10/25 was just around the corner. Scorpio season has begun. I love a Scorpio. My son, remember Mama Bev said either my sun or my moon, or I got a lot in Scorpio. That's what I was told.
A lot invested?
Yes, I got a lot invested.
A lot invested in Scorpio. We like that.
Yeah, is Jamie? Oh, Jamie. Okay, Jamie B. Aren't you February like me? I don't remember. I'm trying to remember everyone's birthday. Jamie, another Jamie is 11/10/80. That's my year. Yay.
That's a good year. That's a good year.
Oh, this is fun. Yeah, you said my mom held me in, didn't want to have you on.
I know.
Halloween.
That's okay. You should have just come out and went, boo.
Yep. Boo, I'm here. All right, Nana, we got a lot to get into because we have been missing you, and we got to talk about Beverly Hills Housewives, the reunion. And then we also have to talk about, because I don't even know your thoughts about the first two parts, which is fine. We can cover part 3 and then as other things come up. Is that how you want to do it?
That's just fine. That's just fine. Okay. I got notes on 2 and 3 and 1, but I thought we did do the first one, first reunion. Maybe we didn't. I get mixed up.
I don't think we did. I think you were getting ready to leave and we didn't. So that's okay. We don't have to go through it all. We can let's just talk about part 3 and then we can, hit at any other things. And then we will go into Salt Lake City, the latest episodes of Salt Lake City. And I'm sorry, I like this season of Salt Lake City. Let us know what you guys think in the chat.
Oh, I didn't say I didn't.
No. I just know there's some people that are like, I can't get into it, but I like it. I like it.
Get into it. You too can hate Lisa. Come on, get into it.
Graphics designer, I hope that is true, that the rumor is that Potomac is also 4 parts. I have to message my friend Annie because she worked on the show and see maybe if she can join me Sunday. I said that last Sunday and I forgot to message her. So hopefully maybe she knows a little insight into this. Okay, so let's talk Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Oh, we're going to do that one first. Okay, great.
Part 3. However, Nana, I have to get your thoughts on the robbery that took place, the armed gunpoint that took place at Dorit's. I did a little video about it yesterday. If you guys want to check it out, it was one of my hot lunch roasts.
I like that you got on for, what were you on? 30 minutes? No, 25?
Yeah, I try to do like 45.
Okay.
Just my lunch break.
Yeah.
So what do you think of all this?
I hate to say someone would be lying about that, but it just kind of coincides with the idea that Kyle was robbed. They were showing the earrings that Mauricio had given Kyle, and they were these beautiful drop diamond earrings. And she says, I don't have them anymore. And then I think it was Dorit or one of them said, oh, that's right. That's when you're robbed. So all this robbery, I don't want to say I don't believe it because who's going to make up a story like that?
Erica. No, I'm just kidding. Allegedly. We don't know. Tom Girardi might. But they were having it on Good Day LA yesterday. They had the police were like, not the police, the police too, and the news crews were flying over her house, and then she had Kyle. This is Kyle. So Kyle, Rinna, and Erica were filmed visiting her after this robbery. And Kyle was like, "Let me in, it's Kyle. Let me in, it's Kyle." And it took a minute for her to be able to get in, and they were trying to ask Kyle questions, and she was, not having it.
The people that are standing around here were trying to ask questions.
Yeah, the reporters and the paparazzi were trying to be like, Kyle. And they did interview some of Dorit's neighbors, which was interesting because these neighbors were like, here's one of the guys, him and his wife, Mark and his wife were like, this is crazy. We lived here 30 years and we've never heard of a robbery like this. But they also did kind of allude to, well, we also haven't seen a house like this. Like, this is quite the house, if you look at that block, this McMansion, which they called them in LA when I was living in West Hollywood, they would tear down these old, beautiful houses, and then they would take up like 1 or 2 lots, sometimes 3, and build these McMansions. And there was a move by some people in the city and stuff to not get them built. And I was kind of hoping they wouldn't get them built, because in a lot of ways it messes with the charm of the area and also people's views, because they do these kind of cheap looking, no offense to Dorit's house, but we've talked about it. It looks a little,
looks a little plastic. It doesn't have much character.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so Mark was saying this has, and Mark's wife's like, well, I mean, we feel bad for him, but this is like new for our area that this would happen. And then we have Erica and Rinna leaving her house as well, visiting her, because.
Well, and the thing is, I don't want this to be a false story. I'm glad the kids weren't hurt. I have a hard time believing you don't. How did they say how they could get in? I mean, you would think they have more alarms than anything. And PK wasn't home, right? He was in London.
Allegedly, PK is still not home. He's still in London. So what happened, Nana, is here's the door they allegedly broke into. So you have this, I think this is the back of the house, and this is the room where the children go to school. So allegedly the 3 men broke through this glass door, and Dorit awoke at around 10:27 p.m. on Wednesday night after the airing of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Part 3 reunion. So 10:27 Pacific, and she awoke to 2 to 3 men. There were 3 men total, but 2 to 3 men at the end of her bed, to which she said, "Please don't kill me. I'm a mother. Don't hurt my babies." And allegedly one of the guys said, "Kill her." However, they didn't, but they did spend about 20 or so minutes stealing all of her jewelry and purses, allegedly, but they did not go in the children's room. So thank God for that.
Thank God for that. You know, you just don't know, because people are crazy, and you can't say, you know, like that gentleman saying, "Oh, that's something different for this area." It doesn't matter anymore, guys. It's like every area. So I hope.
The wife also made a comment, that the neighbor's wife, and said, "I don't know." I'm not like, she wasn't blaming, but she's like, "We've also never had anyone flaunt their wealth like this on TV." She's like, "I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't show." I think her exact words were, "I wouldn't show what I had inside my house."
Well, it is kind of silly. It really is, when you think about that, and especially easy to get an address and things, and what they pay. And she made a point in reunion number 3 to say that she pays retail for everything. Everything she has, she doesn't get, you know, a deal from the design or anything. She pays retail. I'm telling you, I didn't like that. But maybe it's because I hate to be a doubting Thomas. I hope that she wasn't one to make up the story. If we find out later on that this is not the truth, I think a person like that should even be a spokesman for Bravo. Okay.
Well, Warrior Empath Healing from Narcissistic Abuse says 1 guy was arrested for the Dorit burglary so far. He goes through the open house listings, goes to the OH to case the place, then robs them. Well, here's the thing with Dorit. You wouldn't really have to case it, because like I said, this is just Dorit. Let me get this comment off. This is just Dorit on Watch What Happens Live. I was just kind of going through, doing a little research, like how often has Dorit been in front of one of her many, she said, closets, and this is an accessory closet. Okay. So this is probably one of the places that the burglars would have went to just wipe out the place. And during this Watch What Happens Live episode, I forget who she was live with, some other starlet, and that starlet was saying, you know, she's far more she's far more frugal with her money. And Dorit was like, "Oh no." And Andy's asking all these questions. She's like, "This is a Christian Dior news bag and it's worth this." And he was asking her what things are worth, and she was providing that information to him. And so every time she went on Watch What Happens Live, and it was from a, you know, Zoom call standpoint, she was in front of her closet, the closets that they allegedly robbed. So I mean, it's very similar to the Kim Kardashian situation when Kim was robbed in Paris and everyone was like, didn't believe her at first, but it legit happened. Was this their travel is all out there, their lives are all out there, their
Right.
personal belongings are all out there, and they're not, unfortunately, hard to find. And this was a shot I got from the news cameras of Dorit's house. So there was a camera, but like Miss T was saying, it was faulty. And some people were speculating maybe Teddy's husband, Teddy Mellencamp's husband, was he the one that put the security system in? Because he's the one that was supposed to finish the one on Kyle's when Kyle got robbed, allegedly,
Yeah.
So
It just, and I'm glad nothing happened to the kids. I'm glad nothing happened to Dorit. Things can just, come and go, but lives much
I mean,
different.
she was posting that she was in, London, and maybe they thought that PK and her were still there, but PK was there, but she had come back. And it is interesting that PK, I don't know what his business is there. Someone said he's maybe filming something, but why? You should probably come back.
And even, well, yeah, it would be nice. It would be nice. Yo-Yo Cat's saying, I like that. A
Yeah.
professional would, is it Yeah. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
Get that off your glasses, Eileen. Yeah, Cat. A professional wouldn't break the glass. And a professional wouldn't, because it makes too much noise.
It's an interesting way to break the glass. I was thinking this again. I said on my video, I'm going to believe Dorit until we find out otherwise, because I don't want to believe that they had any knowledge of this. But I do understand people's skepticism because it's the Housewives, and we have seen things like this before from reality stars and actors where they make up things like this. And, with the Erica Jane
it just
stuff,
breaks your heart.
it's very easy. But this is also a real weird way to break. I mean, why don't you just kick out the bottom too? Like, why are they even going to risk possibly cutting themselves there? That was just my first thought. If you look at I've kicked a window before. Granted, it was drunk off tequila, but I
that happens.
made sure to clear out other pieces so I could try to get into my own apartment when I drunkenly locked myself out when I was 27. So, yeah, this looks
I don't
like
know.
He-Man Hulk just ran through the door. It looks like an Avenger ran through the door. I don't know.
Pretty amateurish,
And a lot of
I don't
people
know.
are saying, a lot of people are wondering if it's an insurance thing.
Oh, okay. I didn't even think of that. Jennifer Love Spewitt is putting it out there like that. That could be true.
Well, Nana,
I don't know.
It had been rumored that Dorit was someone who is a borrow or renter of her designer brands. And then when she came out on Watch What Happens Live, or no, I'm sorry, on the third part of the reunion saying, oh no, I pay retail, I own, like, and then that was like, oh, interesting. So
okay.
and it's just with PK's financial problems. I think we watch so much of this hustler and the housewife, and we've just seen so many scams through Housewives that people are going to have questions. And some people are asking, where were the nannies? Because she's got 3, but maybe they don't sleep over. And it looks like the kids are sitting there in school. But however, good thing to know. Some people were like, well, why would you have the kids in there? That is, like the next day. I don't know how to react if someone breaks into my home. Luckily, no one ever has. So I don't know. I feel like she's going to be really traumatized from this. However, they did have, and I was trying to find the screen grab. They had the LAPD showed up, I think about 11 in the morning. I'm just going to try to find it.
God, this is such an interesting story. When you called me and told me about this, I had not heard it.
So here's LAPD officers. So you have detectives. I was like, oh my God, this is like Law and Order. So these 2 ladies are the detectives on it, and they had been there since 11 a.m. So they were there basically all day kind of investigating. They spoke a little bit to reporters. This woman in particular, I don't know her name, but I thought, doesn't she look like a detective? Like, if that ain't detective lady here, I don't know what is.
I don't know. I think, I wouldn't pick her out as a detective.
I would. Oh my God, the dated glasses, that's a detective. These pantsuits, these apartment 9 pantsuits. I love them. I love these ladies. They're bosses.
Nothing wrong with
Of
apartment 9.
course not. We love apartment 9. But you know what? It's just like that's detective lady hair. I don't know. Maybe I've been watching too many detective dramas and things like that. But I was just enthralled and like, oh my God. And then I want to hear what this lady says, the detective lady, here she is, she looks like she's business. Like she will arrest you.
That's right.
These women will find you.
Certainly they don't. I mean, that's quite a crime in itself if you're calling in a fake robbery, a fake home invasion. So I'm not hoping it's real. I'm just hoping it's not a lie. Does that make any sense?
No, that makes sense. It does make sense. And in 2019, yes, Susan, I believe they were robbed at their other home.
Oh.
So but again, with the wealth that's put on display and how you can basically follow them on their social media and through paparazzi, it's not hard to, people who have, who want to steal. It's not hard for them to do this. It's happened before to other housewives and other celebrities back in the day. Did you ever hear about the bling ring, Nana, where they went to like actors like Lindsay Lohan, Paris Hilton, Orlando Bloom? Paparazzi would basically be on them before social media 24/7. So these kids in Hollywood were able to be like, oh, Paris Hilton isn't home. Let's break into her house and let's steal their shit. So they would steal cash and jewelry, and they were called the bling ring. And they made a movie about it, and it was really interesting and disturbing. And Mother of Cats says, yes, they are Cagney and Lacey.
Yes, thank you, Mother of Cats. I was thinking the same thing, and for the life of me, I couldn't remember the name of that show, and I loved it. I loved Cagney and Lacey. Oh, Jayne, my God.
Yes, I bet her name is Sue McCormick from the LAPD. I'm here to get shit done and break ankles, okay? If I got to break your wrist and some cuffs, that's what I'm going to do, because I'm Sue MFing McCormick, okay? My hair is feathered. I have layers to keep it out of my face. Short layers on top, let it grow long in the back. It's not a mullet. It's a lady detective haircut. Thank you very much. She's getting shit done. But I did see someone in the chat said that Erica Jayne had an alibi because Nana, on part 3 of the reunion, Erica was like, honey, they will all pay, okay? There will be consequences. I will find out. And Andy's like, what are you going to do? She's like, you'll have to wait and see. And I was like, well, maybe we didn't have to wait long, because maybe she sent Mikey and Tom Girardi and her son. They rolled Tom Girardi, flipped him down a hill into Encino.
That could be, sure.
From where his home is, I think in Pasadena, and through the snow.
Where it snows. Yeah, okay,
yep, they just all flipped through a snowstorm, and she was like, you get those purses, okay? She and her husband aren't going to laugh at me. I'm going to laugh at her. Honey, get it done. So maybe that's...
sounds just like her. Help.
I was thinking maybe that's what happened. Also, a lot of people are just finding out, allegedly. Yes, you guys, thank you. Allegedly, Erica, are just finding out that
thank you, Bonnie.
Not that Dorit and Kyle live in Encino. So the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, they don't even live in Beverly Hills. Well, Erica lived in Pasadena when she was with Tom, and Kyle bought the house in Encino. This is another house in Encino. So I think the last person, LVP lived in Beverly Hills. Kyle did. I think her other house that Sutton was renting was in Beverly Hills or Brentwood. And then who else is there? Garcelle, I don't think she lives in Beverly Hills.
They should just call it Housewives
Los Angeles County.
Of Beverly Hills and surrounding areas.
I wonder but is Encino considered that's the Valley? They live in the Valley, the Housewives of the Valley.
Ho, 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 Beverly Hills.
So I don't know. I mean, some people were like, oh my God. And I'm like, of course, Dorit lives in Encino. And of course, Kyle lives in Encino. Kathy, I think she lives in Beverly Hills, right? She might be the only one at this point.
I think she is probably the only one. That house is to die for. And, you don't find those TV trays like that anymore. I love them.
All right. Let's get into this.
Yes, we better get going, huh? We better get going. Everyone hit like. I love that, Sarah Smile. And 146 watching, 104 likes. Come on.
What's your like goal for tonight, Nana?
We have, what do we have? 104 likes right now? I'm going to shoot for 107.
Oh my gosh. We could go a little bit. You're like Chell. Chell's like, I'm going to say 20. I'm like, we already got 40 before we started. So
I know. Oh, Kathy Hilton, I just love you. I love your look. I love everything about you.
All
Let's
right,
get into
let's
the
get
third reunion, Beverly Hills.
Nana notes. Yes, let me get the little thing going up and feel free to start.
All right. Kathy and Kyle's separation. That's how they start this one out, talking about it. And poor Kathy, I mean, her mother's death really took a toll on her. Not that it isn't terribly hard to lose a mother, the worst, but she's still grieving and it's very painful to see. She says she doesn't even talk to her mom's friends anymore, which it seems like something she did in the past, would talk to mom's friends because mom's not here anymore. And then she put her head down on Kyle and just sobbed. It just broke your heart. And so Andy wanted to know, how'd you guys come together again? And Kyle right away, our kids brought us together, where Kathy says, no, I think I did. I love that. You know, she's the oldest and she's taking credit for everything. I get that. I understand that. That's a good thing. Kathy does it. She thinks it's just her, but see, that's so cute that they're together. I really would like to see Kim in on this. I could vote one of the people off the island and get Kim in here, the three of them. That would be a show. I would love that. This was, she says, both people said, both Kathy and Kyle said that it was poorly handled on both of their parts. And Kathy was meeting, is it Paula to get her purse? Is that who it was? Is that her
helper?
Person? Yes.
Her lady? I think it's Paula.
They kind of went through that because she couldn't remember her name. Just call the lady. And
oh my God, me and Kyle have similar nails.
Oh, you do?
We do.
Well, where did you get those?
I just got them over the weekend. Sorry.
Tangent, oh my God, they're beautiful. Here's my little stubby hands.
Oh, cute, Nana. Those stubby hands are adorable.
I had more of a polish on them, but then I was digging in the dirt the other day again, still putting gardens and stuff to bed. And one of the viewers, I like when they take the viewers' calls or the viewers' write-ins. Does Kathy, someone asked, does Kathy and Rick eat on TV trays for dinner? Kathy said yes. I thought Andy was going to fall off his chair. She says she finds it cozy. I think that's nice. She's got this huge mansion. She could eat in any room, but she just takes a little TV tray.
Well, didn't her mom do that? Isn't that? I mean,
yes.
She's so similar. Like she tries to do everything just like her mom, it seems, and she's very protective of her. And there's still this obviously great loss she feels.
Oh, sense of loss, huge. And I understand that. I get where she's at. You'd like to. If you had a wonderful mother, you'd like to emulate her. Lots of times I fall short emulating my mother, but I understand what Kathy's doing because I feel like I do that in my own life. So Kathy says, yeah, she's just cozy with her little TV trays. And then Andy, he knows how to stir the pot sometimes. He looks innocent. He isn't. Favorite Richard's sister was Kathy. They took a vote in the audience for his... yeah, there she is. Kyle has, so anyway, they voted the favorite Richard sister and Kathy Hilton got it. And Kathy is downplaying it. And she's saying, oh, it's just because I'm the new one. No, Kathy, because we really like you. And
Kyle was never the favorite sister,
no,
unfortunately.
No. And someone on the chat, I noticed you put it up for a minute there, saying her boob dress looks terrible. And
producer Linda said that.
Oh, Linda, was that you? I'm sorry. I just saw that. It did look terrible. It almost looks like she was squished into it, and then the boobs weren't sure where they should be sitting. It didn't look good.
All right, keep going, Nana.
All right. Kyle has Kim's current phone number, we found out, so that was nice. They are talking. It doesn't sound like they're embracing each other, but they're talking. It sounds like Kathy's trying to maybe mend those fences. So then we have Crystal. This broke my heart for Crystal. She gets hate mail, hundreds a day. Now, when she says that, she's talking emails when she says mail.
Well, it can be emails, it can be social media DMs, it can be tweets at you, it could be Instagram posts about you, it can be in Facebook groups tagging you. So unfortunately, there is a lot of ways for people to hate on people now. nowadays.
How horrible. How
And
absolutely
it's not
horrible.
just the hate, it's racially charged in a lot of ways.
Yes. And then Sutton came out with, I'm sorry if I was any part of that, because she said she didn't see color. Sutton, you had nothing to say on this one, Sutton. I felt bad. And she had those goofy earrings, those long earrings. I'm sure they cost a bundle, but
they're Chanel, I think.
Whatever. Take them back. Take the dress back with it.
I didn't think Sutton looked that bad, actually, compared to the rest of the ladies. I mean, I think I mean, the long touching the shoulder earrings aren't my favorite, but I actually don't hate her blue dress. I think her
really?
Arms and chest, everything looks really good. I think her and Garcelle both look good.
I know Garcelle looks good in anything. Garcelle should have worn red. Red is her color. Remember that one that she was wearing before with, I don't know how it went. Was it off the shoulder a little bit? But it was dynamite. Stick with that orangey red, Garcelle. This didn't do much for her, I didn't think.
I liked how she had silver nails too. I think it was just like I think she was going more like vintage Hollywood, like classic Hollywood. Maybe,
okay.
You know, because with the hair, anytime you see the curl like that and kind of behind one ear and the silver, it seemed kind of classic Hollywood to me.
I do like her earrings. I will say that. But Sutton, Sutton has really different looks, very different tastes. Some of them I really like, and some
this side of the
really
couch was just a travesty. I thought Crystal looked beautiful. There's nothing spectacular about the dress. I like the color, but her hair, her makeup, everything's gorgeous. Dorit, she's wearing a messy ponytail with her dress. I don't get it. Rinna,
Rinna, I had that material in 9th grade, and I had to make a jumper, and it looked a little better than what you got on. and I got a B. So I'm giving that a D-. It just didn't do anything for her. She has got a rockin' body. She is just I think she's a beautiful person, you know, to look at. And I think she could have done better. I like her hosiery though. That is very cool.
Her hosiery.
She's got the, you know, it looks kind of like sculptured something, like, I don't know.
Yeah,
tights.
it matches. Yeah, the tights are matching the dress, so the carpet matches the drapes. And
yes, but
so
I just didn't think anything of it. You know, she's one that she's not overly bosomy. She could have worn something.
Rinna?
Yeah, not so up here.
She's got pretty big bosoms for her little size.
Yeah, maybe, I suppose. But she could pull something off better than
Haru
that.
said Rinna looked like an old guy.
Thank you. Thank you, Haru. I love that. And she's so small. She's kind of like an armchair.
She would definitely be the arm of the armchair.
I'm the sectional.
Rinna looked like I'm built like a Chase lounge, I like to say. Just a real like meaty Chase, like a real comfy sink into a Chase lounge. TT says Rinna looked like a Halloween costume. I mean, yeah.
True story. Story.
Emma, you're very drunk. Congratulations. It's 2:20 a.m. there. Love you and Nana. We love you too.
Emma, thank you. Thank you, honey.
Enjoy your buzz.
Enjoy the buzz, honey. Get up and have a nice breakfast afterwards. That's if you go to bed, because sometimes I didn't do that. And then we have Erica. Now, Erica, we know you got your fake boobies going and stuff, and God love you. But you're so stiff. You don't seem to care about anybody but Erica.
She shows so much emotion. Look at this range of emotion. Nana, this is just like... And then there's this, like, a lot of emotion. Like, it's just so much. What are you talking about?
Nana? I know. I mean, I'm sorry. I stand corrected. I like Rinna.
She's a mannequin. I feel like, Erica, she's just like the ice Ice Queen title is really.
I know. And the pink is pretty on her. You know,
I think she's going for a very 80s, like nighttime soap opera drama, like a dynasty type look, you know. It reminds me of like
Not
what I
looking.
dress my Barbies in
Oh,
back in the
sure.
80s, what's similar to like what was it, Dynasty, what was the other show, Knots Landing, you know, that
Oh,
kind
that
of
was
stuff.
Linda's favorite. Knots Landing. Oh my God, she loved Knots Landing.
So look at here, we
So
got a little tongue action coming out. She got happy for a second.
for a minute. Now, like I said, she does look really pretty in pink, but she's gonna look really good in orange.
It's
Okay,
not a thing where she
allegedly.
can go to jail, Nana. It would be her just paying back. She would sue and stuff. So she's never going to go to jail for any of the stuff she knows allegedly about.
Allegedly,
Knows or doesn't know.
one never knows. One never knows.
Erica said, Nana, shut the up, okay? Shut the up. You want some of this, Nana? I will flip Tom's car down to get you. You don't want this in Minnesota, Nana. Let me tell you.
I kind of do.
Nana,
Erica.
shut the up. That's what I say, Erica Jayne. Okay?
She is just
Erica Jayne. Don't you get me
even
started,
though
okay?
my little granddaughter said, Nana, you're swearing a lot. That's what they said to me. Nana, you're swearing a lot.
Yeah, you
and
and
I
Erica
try not
Jayne.
to. I try not to, and that's just terrible to hear from a granddaughter.
Nana, don't come for Erica Jayne unless I call for you. Don't know what I've been through. You don't know what I've seen. I don't even tell you guys everything till right before the court case comes out, okay? He was unconscious for 12 hours. Nana, have you ever had to deal with someone with a broken ankle who was unconscious for 12 hours? Honey, you couldn't handle it. I'm not a quitter. I showed up today. That was the main theme for Erica this reunion is I'm not a quitter. I'm here.
And I don't have to do anything but defend myself. Pitiful. You have people that I don't know. You have people that deserve the money and you don't, and pay these people. Have yourself a nice little garage sale and get some money.
Look at Erica. Look at you, Nana. Like, girl,
I don't think so.
What money are you gonna get? Okay, because that's expensive to me, honey. And Andy Cohen's only paying me $600K allegedly a season. Candy Burris gets millions. Okay, Tom is rolling. He is flipping as we speak, but he doesn't remember it, honey. Whatever.
I take that back. I said the Dynasty didn't have the pads. She didn't, but look at there. She does have the pads in there.
Yeah, she's got
shoulder pads. I thought that was just Erica because she's got the weight of the world on her shoulders right now.
Listen, she does. And Erica was like, I told Tom, I said, Tom, get over to Dorit's house. Okay. PK's in the UK. I can't talk to him, obviously. Honey, I'm not talking to him, but somebody told him, get over to Dorit's house because you got to fight off another robber, sweetie. Okay. This man has done stuff for people. He's stolen a lot, but he's also done stuff. He fought a robber. He needed eye surgery. I spared his ankle. So maybe Tom, maybe they moved Tom from the home to Dorit's house so he could be there to fight off future robbers.
Erica is giving like that. Yes.
She's giving.
I totally get that. I totally understand that.
You don't want my life. You don't want it. You don't want it, Nana.
Crystal doesn't want her kids to lose their Asian culture. Mm-hmm. They showed where her son was speaking
Chinese.
Mandarin,
Chinese, yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then they showed little clips of things with Crystal when they had 2 truths and a lie. Yeah, I worked at an escort service. I was arrested. I was propositioned to become a madam. That was good. She played it very well. Then they went through the ugly leather pants again. And then Sutton says they weren't her favorite. That's the only thing. Sutton, I mean, on number 4, can she have some lines? Because she hasn't said much. Sutton, I would like to see Sutton say something. Okay, so Sutton doesn't see color. They were going through that one again. Went over the violation of Crystal's privacy, which they stretched out way too long. and too many episodes. I'm sick of hearing that.
Mhm.
Crystal did talk about she has body issues, and she had to talk to her mom regarding this before she went on the show. She thinks her mom kind of knew with her what she thought of her body and things, and but they cried together, she said. And then Rinna, anyway, Kathy
Yeah.
Hilton doesn't see color either. Well, you
Of
know what?
course.
I believe that. I believe Kathy, because Kathy Hilton, when she says, I grew up with Michael Jackson. And for some reason in my mind, Michael Jackson's still a young man. And then I'm thinking, how can that be? But okay. A man was screaming at Crystal's dad to get out of his country. When she was a kid and she was in the back seat, she saw her dad pumping gas, and a guy got out of his car and was screaming at him. And she always thought she thought it was terrible. She saw the fear in her dad's eyes. He didn't say anything. He just got back in the car. And she says that's how Asian people, she said, would handle that. They know that they came to this country and they tried to just fit in. And that's how she put it. Crystal
Unfortunately, I think that's like a similar throughout a lot of immigrants' experience that I've heard, and just my in-laws being immigrants. And you know, I think there's that old school culture too of, you know, you just have to suck it up and you just keep going, and you don't want to make any more problems. But it's like, you're not making the problem, these people are. But still, I mean, my mother-in-law is very successful. She came here as a kid, and she has many homes and many things, and yet she'll still be questioned going into her own properties whether or not she belongs. And to me, that's
disgusting. I mean, it's just
the worst.
It is.
Old white ladies, you know, we're, you know, white ladies in general, I think, you know, we're conditioned to believe that we're the police of the world. You know, it started early with, you remember when they had like the neighborhood watch or whatever, and it's like, well, what are you really watching for?
Well, we were part of that on the east side. We were part of that neighborhood watch, and
I think that was a failed attempt for the police and for society to have people police each other, when systemically it's so messed up anyways. So we don't need to be policing each other, because look at where we are now in 2021, where literally you just can go to any go on the internet and see people going, do you belong here? Like, people have their car parked somewhere and they're like, go back where you belong. It's like, how do you know where they belong? Just because you've never seen them in your neighborhood, it don't matter.
We got that neighborhood watch together because we had absentee landlords, and we had landlords that didn't care for their property and they would rent to anybody. And we had a lot of problem. And when I say rent to anybody, I mean young kids partying their ass off, peeing in our front yard, stealing.
But that happens. Yard. What are you supposed to do about it though? Like,
well, that's something that the police deal with. But well, good luck. Good luck getting them out. But so we were trying to kind of get together. What are our rights as homeowners, if you will, to hold these landlords accountable? And we found out that they had more rights than we did. So it was kind of like, just go suck it up. So, okay.
But I think Crystal's dad's experience is unfortunately all too common for a lot of immigrants in this country. And that's something that we really need to work on and address, because we do not make it easy for people to immigrate here or to be comfortable once they're here. And it's just such a freaking mess. It's just a mess. So unfortunately, hearing Crystal's dad's story was just sad. And the fact that, you know, he's gone now and she remembers these things and all the things he probably had to put up with.
Absolutely.
And just turn the other cheek constantly against these assholes.
I know. And who are they? Who are they?
Exactly.
To say that? That's so sad.
Mind your business. Melissa Williams, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, hey, Joleen, love you both. Can't wait until your Christmas tree video. Just stopped in to send some love and say hi.
Oh,
thanks,
Melissa. How nice. Thank you. Thank you very much. So Sutton doesn't see color. And, you know, they went through, like I said, all that violation of her privacy. Crystal, the body issues. Crystal was grateful to be with all the women. She spoke very eloquently about that. The women like that Crystal shows them her heritage. And their favorite part of being with Crystal, seeing she's the newbie, was making dumplings at her house. And that looked good to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They went through Kyle's favorite gift from Mauricio's. Now, Mauricio brought her these beautiful diamond earrings. They were dropped, like I said, mentioned before, and they were just a perfect, beautiful diamond. It almost looked kind of bluish. It was so brilliant. And then she looks at the camera and says, "They're not. I don't have them anymore." And that's, she knew they were gone, but we
Teddy
got
Mellencamp's husband, allegedly, where are they? Erica Jayne, allegedly, where are they? PK, allegedly, where are they? You know what I mean?
They are just, and
maybe,
another.
Nana, maybe Mauricio smoked them.
You know, I mean, poor Mauricio. I think they had him slow down a little on that because he doesn't seem as stoned.
He's as stoned.
Is
he's
he?
Just building up his tolerance. I love it. Listen. If I had to live
stoned
his
Mauricio
life, and I had to, be, I don't know. I guess I just think Kyle, God love her, but it's gonna be a lot. She's getting a lot of drama. She's got high anxiety, which I can relate to as an anxious person.
Only when she needs it.
But only when it suits her.
That's right.
Yeah, Mauricio, get high. Get high, sir. Get high.
I know, Mauricio, we love you high. Okay.
We do. I do.
And then they were going over things that their mother would say. And I'm talking about Kyle and Kathy. Kathy say, "I'm going to have a gorilla." And they said, "What does that even mean?" Or what is hunky dory? I mean, they got such clips on her that it's wonderful. I mean, she's got some great lines and she seems so natural. Kathy Hilton, just like, she just stopped in.
If it's natural, here's my thing. I love Kathy Hilton, but listen, this is a lady who, her daughter perfected putting on this kind of dumb act when we know Paris Hilton is very smart, but she had a certain character she played in front of the cameras. And if you look at different clips of Kathy Hilton throughout the years, I think she's quirky and weird in her nature? For sure. So is Kim. But I also think she comes from a performance family, a performer herself back in her day. And she understands that this is probably, after having seen her daughter do it, the best way to go into this situation. Because any other way, Kathy Hilton is a hard sell in that if she comes off even the taddest pretentious, people are going to be like, I don't like this privileged chick. Like it's too much. If she's more silly and just quirky, that works a lot better for her. And I think that's in her, but I definitely think she's playing it up. But it sounds like her mom was quirky. Kim's quirky. Kyle. Now, Kathy made an interesting point at the, reunion part 3, Nana. She said, "Well, when you see the real Kyle," what does that mean, Kath?
I heard that and I'm going, my ears perked up. What now? Mm-hmm. So what do you think she meant by that? Do you have any idea what she could have?
Well, Kyle, she puts on a show for the cameras. Like, for sure, I think Kyle does the opposite. She doesn't try to be quirky or things like that. I think she tries to pretend she has it together more than she does. And then she picks and chooses the situations, just from what I can see, as we talked about, of when she's going to be anxious and garner some sympathy.
True story.
But Kyle, if anything, is probably, out of the 3 sisters, I think she is the biggest, what do you call that? There's so many of them in LA. It's like clout chasing, but she's the biggest. I don't like this about LA people and about comedians when they do this. And if I have friends that do this, but you,
name drop?
No, it's kind of clout chasing. You kind of do anything you need to do to
be relevant.
Well, yeah, it's the kind of LA thing where when you're in LA, you'll notice this thing people do. So you'll be at a show, you'll be talking to someone, and if they see someone more important than you, they're always looking the room,
Oh, and then
people look past you, and you're like, "Oh, are you?" And they can't wait to go talk. So an opportunist, I would say, more than the other 2 are.
No, honey, that's called a class reunion. Okay. All right. That's a class reunion. All right.
Kathy knows exactly what she's doing. Shout out Peacock, Peacock streaming. Yeah, I mean, Kathy, she knows what she's doing. She's now filming Paris in Love, and that'll be on Peacock, and because Paris is engaged, and they had her shower.
Exciting. That's exciting.
Yeah,
for her.
and previously, Kathy, Kyle, and Kim tried to pitch a reality show, and
really?
it was
outside of this. Outside of this,
way before Housewives. Way before Housewives was a thing.
Okay.
Diana Lee, thank you so much for the super sticker.
Thank you for the super sticker.
Social climber. Yes, social climber. Just
that's
okay.
Gross. I get what you're saying.
Ramona's social climber. Just gross. Okay, so that's the least. I hate that more than anything about LA. And that's why when I'm with my friends and they're like, if I have friends that are kind of social climby, it just annoys me. I'm like, oh, we got to go talk to blah, blah. Why? Because they're cool. Because they're they got heat on them, like they say in LA, when we're having a perfectly good conversation, or you know what I mean? So, but they tried to pitch this reality show, Nana. You can find it on YouTube. And it's the three of them. And it is cringe-tastic. And let's just say Kathy is not acting the Kathy we see here. They all come off very unlikable, very out of touch with the world. If you can find it, I can see why it never got picked up. And they should be glad it never got picked up, because they're out there trying to talk to homeless people. They're making sandwiches and stuff to pass out. But then they go ask questions to the homeless, but it's like more of an interrogation. And it's kind of this like, pick yourself up by it's like people that can't relate all to what. They're the last people that should be questioning anyone living on the streets.
How in the world did you find that?
Them a bologna sandwich and then saying like, well, maybe if you do this, it's like, no, no, unless you are going to provide. I've seen housewives in the past provide things where even Luann from New York did this. I mean, she's cringe too. But if you provided some kind of program, start an outreach program where you help, like Meghan Markle does a charity that she's worked with forever, where she basically helps people who might not have the means, because there's so many things that go along with applying for a job. People think just apply for a job. Well, if you don't have clothes, if you don't have a place to clean up, to get ready, if you don't have a place for your to get your resume, everything together. So they help these women also practice with interview questions, get them ready. You need to get your hair done, get a couple interview outfits, really feel good and build up your self-esteem, because there's so much to that. But these women just went out there with some bologna sandwiches and were like, why you broke? Tell me your story. And it's like, that's a really bad look when you guys could go buy them all homes if you really wanted to.
I know. How sad. And, as you're speaking, and certainly I always listen to what you have to say, I figured out Kyle's dress. And hopefully on the fourth reunion, she turns it around. I just think she's got it backwards. And wouldn't it look prettier if that crap was in the back?
Well, her boobs look good. I think her boobs look good.
I don't. Too much going on there. It's like one of them's going to poke out any minute. No,
they're not even that close. It's under boob. It's a thing. Miss T says, it was basically, why are you broke? Do better. See you later. Enjoy the bologna. And you're like, you guys could have done better. You guys could have catered a whole meal with speakers and different things where you could actually help people. But instead it was like, hey, here's a fruit by the foot. Why are you so poor? It was just cringy. It was cringy, Nana. So
I don't want to find that. I mean, maybe I will one day if I'm really bored trying to find that. But you'll
find it on YouTube.
It does sound cringe.
It is.
We go to the idea that Kathy put eardrops in her eyes, that lampshade hat that Andy was asking her about. Did you like that coffee filter hat? Did you like it? No, I didn't care for it either.
But it's her style. It's whatevs,
She's got one in every color. That's the one that cracked me up.
She goes, it's so chic. It looks so good. I'm like, Kathy, if it works for you, it works. You know what I mean? I love it.
Yeah. Well, it's like that little tam. I guess it wasn't a tam that Garcelle wore and you guys hated, and you people in the chat hated it too, and so did Joleen. It was a beanie maybe, and it wasn't.
She looked like the Jughead hat from the Archie comics. Like that's what it looked like.
Garcelle, it was hot. She raised her kids for 9 years at the Waldorf Astoria, and Andy asked her about that. How was that? She just loved it, and she liked being the closeness. I mean, can you imagine? It's a penthouse. You got to know it. So, because it's part of the Hiltons, of the Hilton Hotel Magnet. Then Andy asked her, do you have your husband? Is he still part of that? And they sold off it 10 years ago. So anyway,
well, and I
that
think
was
that's
interesting to me.
The beef started happening with her and Kyle, as I think Mauricio and her husband were in business together for real estate, and then that broke off and Mauricio did the agency. I think there was some kind of issues there between the men, which trickled, there was some kind of business something. So
okay, so when Kyle was in the back, and I think this is season 1, back of the limo screaming at Kim, "You're an alcoholic," and that you have, and then Kim
you stole my house.
Back, you stole my house.
Goddamn house.
What house is she talking about?
Their mother's. Was it the one in Palm Springs or well, she has a one in La Quinta now, so I don't know if it was a Palm Springs house. I always forget.
Okay.
Let us know in the chat if you know. Graphics designer saying Mo allegedly stole a lot of clients and employees from Rick Hilton. So Mauricio allegedly. So I think there was some bad blood there, because I'm sure Kathy thought, hello, we helped you, and now you're taking off and you're taking clients. And it, business and family is.
I think that'd be tough. I do. I think that would be very tough to pull off. Crystal, where's your anger towards Crystal saying, where's your anger towards Tom? She's talking to Erica now.
Oh, I love it.
I'm not angry enough for you, Crystal. Am I angry enough for you now? She's so dramatic. She's such a theatrical loser.
You say loser?
Yeah, loser.
Nana.
She's just, it just makes me upset by her
Am
attitude.
I angry enough for you now,
That's
Crystal?
it.
Really? What am I supposed to do? This man can't remember the last 40 years of his life. He keeps flipping his goddamn cars, and I'm not doing enough. Honey, what am I supposed to do? Push him down a hill? Kill him? Okay. I'm just trying to get someone to put some eyeliner on top of these fake lashes. Where's the eyeliner, Mikey?
I noticed that she didn't have eyeliner, and I thought, well, that's weird. I don't see eyeliner. Maybe I'm missing it.
I think I think she's got it on. Otherwise, anyway. Some of these, this is just, she just looks like she's acting like a victim. And she goes, I've never said I was a victim. And I like the way Andy called her out on certain things. He was just kind of very straightforward, still being Andy. But she says, I feel for the victims. And he says, well, you've never once said that. Not once. And
she's
everything went quiet.
Well, of course I do. It's like, but we don't know because of your posts on Instagram and the way you're carrying on social media, which I think most publicists and most people like PR and stuff would be like, don't do that. But she's like, I got to make money. That's how I make money. Okay. But like maybe just a little break from that as these horrible allegations are coming out, and also maybe not troll the trolls at this point. I get that it must be difficult for people to say things that you think are not true about you, of course.
That would be hard if you didn't
be out there showing your butthole and going, yeah, whatever, and it's like, oh, okay, well, it doesn't really seem like you care very much.
And they're showing her getting on a plane. I didn't pay for that. Okay, good for you. So she's being helped out by a friend. Okay.
Allegedly, it's a Vegas rich guy, Nana.
Well,
It's not going to take Erica. The thing is, Erica's going to be fine. She will find another rich man.
Yeah.
She is on a very popular television show. Will she be paying stuff back? Sure. But she is still, like she said, she's like, I got my whole life ahead of me, honey. Okay. He's 80 and he doesn't even know how to wipe his butt anymore. Okay, honey. So I got my whole life. She will find another guy. She knows how to do this. She also makes her own money at this point.
Yeah.
This woman's going to be fine. So I'm sorry. We don't feel bad for you. You will land tits up. You will. You'll land tits up, just like they always do in Beverly Hills like this,
Erica did mention, Andy asked, and Erica says there's no police report found for all these alleged things that happened to her husband. And I liked when Andy said to him, Crystal, you were too quiet. Kyle, you're a kiss ass. So cracks me up. And Dorit, you're a Duplicious? Duplicious? What was the word?
Duplicitous.
What does that mean?
Who did he say was duplicitous?
Dorit. And I couldn't even
because playing all sides, like you have
Oh.
multiple faces, and she is duplicitous because in the ways that she was coming when Sutton was talking about, then they'd go to a dinner and she would be like, "Oh, Erica, we feel so bad for you," and we would never say that. And Sutton's like, "But we did," and Garcelle was like, "But you did," and she's like, "No." It's like, no, you're playing all the sides. You got two faces here.
Okay. All right. I was going to look that up before we went on, and I thought, what the hell does that mean? Andy, did you say that word right? Yes, I didn't get a dictionary.
Duplicitous. Yes. 176 176 watching, 181 watching, and 133 likes. Hit that like, guys. Hit the like. We do have a prize coming up later in the live.
Oh, it's very nice too. And we gave one away last time.
Well,
Can I show it?
don't give any hints. Not till the end, Nana.
Where did I put it? I feel like Kathy Hilton.
The act or practice of deceiving, cunning, deceit, deceitfulness, double dealing, duplicity, and shiftiness.
Oh, okay. I should have stayed in school longer. I should know some of these words. Okay. Let's see. So to sum that up, I hated the idea that, well, they bleeped her out.
Sorry to block you, Nana. But Aaron said that I watched a TV show with Kathy Hilton from the early 2000s is now on YouTube. 2 teams of 20-something live in a hotel for a week. She judged the teams on etiquette. It was atrocious. That sounds atrocious.
It does sound atrocious. It sounds like a snooze fest.
Oh my God, she should have, Kel said, taken the money she made on her Instagram post to donate to the victims. Something to show she has sympathy. Yeah, we've said that a million times. Like anything would have been nice. Now, granted, she could have her lawyer saying that would implicate guilt, but I would argue that would just implicate sympathy of, if my husband allegedly did these things, I feel bad that in any way, if any of the money I spent could have been these people's money. So I would like to just do something for them.
Yes. And certainly she's not coming across as a caring, sympathetic person, which she never did, because you wouldn't pose like that when all this is raining down on you. You wouldn't say the things that she's saying. She called Sutton a bitchy effing see you next Tuesday, which I think was horrible. And they bleeped, most of it out. But why go there? I mean,
well,
bring yourself up, Erica.
Camille Grammer was tweeting about this, and I think I screen grabbed a couple, and she was basically like, what is Erica gonna do? What is she, the damn mafia? Quit acting like you're the mafia. Let me see if I have it here. Well, Teddy Mellencamp was also putting out tweets implicating that Dana Wilkie, the $25,000 shades, remember that lady?
Yes.
Now has a podcast, and she goes live a lot and talks about housewife stuff and things. And they were kind of implying, as was PK, that it's partly her fault why they got robbed, because she put out some LLC information about Dorit and them. And I didn't get too into it, but I was like, okay, Teddy, take a nap.
I know.
Like someone else has to tell me, because I'm tired. Just saying Teddy Mellencamp makes me sleepy. And I know she's a lovely woman in real life, but just Boresville, USA.
It's not, she wasn't for this show. She wasn't for the Housewives.
Or any entertainment. Very, very boring. Like if I ever, I don't even want to say it that way, but if I don't want to live anymore, just put on Teddy talking. I will just fade to the afterlife. Okay. Because my mind, body, and spirit will give up at this point.
Jamie B. Teddy who? He's got.
I know.
I like
after
that.
the first season, I was like, I think I might like her. And then I was like, oh, God.
Oh, hell to the no.
No.
It's only a Beverly Hills thing that everybody's so precious. Okay. Whatever that means, Erica. Thank you. Thanks for your input. I would hope, and I know that this is where they're getting, the money from is, the viewership and Erica, what's going to happen to her and stuff. But it's too bad. They gave her a raise for next year. I didn't hear how much, but I heard she got a
I
raise.
wonder if she's getting a mill.
Is she?
I don't know.
Oh, I'm telling you, that just
do you have any Up and Adam tea that you stole from him like 2 weeks ago that's now stale Nana tea? Ask Nana.
Honey, I'm sorry, I don't have any stale tea.
All right, well, we're gonna do an Ask Nana, and you're just gonna make something up that you heard that you think is going on. How does that sound, Nana?
You always put me on the spot.
Yes, good job, Nana. Good
Thanks.
job.
Ooh,
So proud
I'm
of you.
I'm ready for Jeopardy. Okay, Joleen, what is a pussy?
What is your stale tea that you stole from Up and Adam or Campfire or with Jason?
There's just so much to talk about. Andy Cohen is a rich man.
Is gay. Oh my God. Breaking news. Andy Cohen is gay. The stalest tea you'll ever hear. Right here on Married to Bravo.
Isn't he cute though? I just love that Andy. Isn't he just a doll? I just think he's cute. No, you don't care for that? Okay. Well, that's just my thought.
No, he's fine. I just like.
Yeah, I think he's darling. I think he's darling. And and that's I'm sorry, honey.
Got it.
So this is the Beverly Hills, the reunion number 3. We will be reporting on number 4. I can't wait. And I just hope they don't spin the whole thing to Erica. Talk about somebody else.
At this point, what are we going to talk about? Jamie's saying she's getting $1 million.
Getting $1 million for next season. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh God, do you think she can? I hope she doesn't give it to her glam squad because they haven't been performing too good lately.
Diana Lee says, are attorneys for the victims allowed to garnish Erica's check? I think that's kind of with the investigation, like how much will she owe and what did she know and what did she spend and what did she know was transferred over to her account. So I think that's kind of going to determine what she'll be paying out for a while, right? I don't know.
That's a really good question.
Emily D. Baker would be a good, we got to get Zach Peter on because I feel like he'll know. He knows these things that me and Nana are like, we don't know.
We don't know. But listen, someone look it up for us.
We don't know. Just look it up for us. We're all personality. We're all charisma. Okay. Facts are facts. Cool. But everyone's hearing 1 million.
1 million.
I don't think 1 million is deserving at all.
Please.
I think that's a lot. I thought 600,000 was a lot for her because if you hear like Candy Burris, okay, so Candy Burris, I think it's like between 1.5 to 3 a season mil. Completely worth it in that we've branched off into other shows for her.
Right.
She's a staple in Atlanta. She's a boss. She does a lot behind the scenes. I mean, it's different. Erica, just because she was married to a criminal, she gets more money.
It just doesn't seem right. Here's Nene Girl. Thank you. $5, Nene Girl. Thank you. Question, Nana. What did everyone call you before you became a Nana?
Well, I called her for a lot of years, Narnar. I don't know why. Why did I call you Narnar?
I don't know why you called me Narnar.
So
what did people call me?
Stacy and when Stacy joins the chat or Shane, you'll hear some people, if they're like friends of the family, they'll sometimes call her Narnar. Even producer Linda remembers the Narnar days, and we go Narnar. And then before that, we just called her Mom. I mean, before she was a grandma, she was Mom. I never was a mommy gal.
A lot of hey you. That was nice. I like that.
Which way? But didn't you had Lans was your nickname?
Lans, yeah. Linda gave me that. And Eileen Sideways, and I don't know, just Eileen. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Eileen Mary Catherine, if you will. Okay. But when I became a Nana, I mean, we called our grandma. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if the kids started Nana.
I think the kids decided on Nana. I wanted them to call her Narnar because Narnar. I loved calling Nana Narnar. It was my favorite. And so like my friends from back home are like, they'll text me like, what's Narnar doing? And now I'm like, Narnar. Oh, it's Nana.
Yeah.
But you were Narnar forever. And then we go Narnar Smash. And then you asked me and Chell, are you fat shaming me? And we said, why? What?
Because it reminded me of that big Kool-Aid guy that came through on the commercials.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, it was just like nar smash. Like, we just thought it was so funny. But yeah, Candy got $2.7 million for last season.
Okay. Like you said, Candy's
Emily-
worth it.
Emily D. Baker, the attorney, Ms. T, explained about Tom's firm getting $1.3 billion settlement. Erica won't be entitled to any of it because she filed for divorce before the judgment. Oh my God.
You know, timing, you know, as they say, timing is everything. Okay. You know, that's okay. I mean, she's not going to be able to get that
Jennifer Loves
powerful attorney.
Candy is boring as fuck. I love Candy still. I don't care. What Candy brings to the show, I love it. I don't care. Eric said, but I mean, I've heard that a lot. Jennifer Loves Spew it. So Eric Spirit, thank you for the super chat, says, I made my family call me Toto because I was obsessed with the dog from Wizard of Oz and only drank milk out of a bowl on the ground as a kid. That's
love you, Eric. I love you, Eric. I love you. Eric Spear, I got to tell you, I brought my purse on my trip that you bought me. It's a jean purse. It was very cool and very 60s, 70s look. And I got a lot of compliments on it. I just thought I'd tell you that. Okay.
Yaya said that's extortion. Is Erica's plan to give at least half that salary to pay? Listen, she should give something just
right now.
Out of goodwill, good faith. Something I don't know. I would talk to my lawyers. Maybe I'm being naive, but I'd be like, can I have some contact with these people? If you truly are innocent, be like, can I help? Can I do something? I want to be on the road to like change. If I'm done with Tom and Tom's dimension, I'm not helping him with this flipping his cars anymore and being unconscious for 12 hours. Now I gotta be this person who, you know, I want to completely absolve myself of this. I want a fresh start. You got to do something. Maybe I'm just naive. I don't know.
I wouldn't say you're naive. I think that you're thinking the best scenario for her would be, but I don't think she understands that she did anything wrong. She doesn't understand that she lives outside of anybody's means. And not saying if you have money, shame on you. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying she doesn't understand that how she's perceived until someone tells her she's that.
Or she doesn't give a shit. Like she thinks in some, she just comes off entitled. You guys are killing me. Shay says Candy is the most boring person on TV. Oh my God.
It's the Candy and Teddy Mellencamp show. Okay.
No, Candy is so much more entertaining than Teddy. I guess my respect for Candy goes so much further than Housewives that I'm a fan already of her, so I'm biased.
Yeah.
And then I liked her when she did Celebrity Big Brother, even though she had no idea what she was doing, but she at least like wanted to win and be there, and her and Tamar were just the stars, and Lindsay Lohan's mom, Dina Lohan, of that season. So, but you guys make me laugh.
I know some of this is so good. I love it. Tom, the bionic man deflated. Doesn't he look sad now when they show pictures of him? He's got a big black eye here.
I mean, he's in his 80s.
More frail.
Easy at 41. They're making him look like they got his shirts tucked into his underwears. They got it up to his nipples. They're doing this shit on purpose. It's all PR. The guys, they just want us to feel, and you know, because initially my heart's like, oh, then I'm like, no, screw you, Tom. You had all these years to do this bullshit. You should feel stressed. And the stress does affect the body in amazing, crazy ways. Should. Kel says yes. When she was boarding that private plane, she still had her $79K leopard Cartier ring on. What the fuck? Yeah, what the fuck?
That's what you do. You start putting these things on an auction block, take that money, get ready to pay these people.
Is there allegations of tax evasion, Teresa? Because you're saying Teresa, she could go to jail just like Teresa Giudice did. But I don't know. I haven't heard that. But again, just because I didn't hear it, I mean, I don't hear a lot of things, you know.
Well, Teresa, thank you, because that would fit into my orange joke. You'll look really good in orange. Thank you so much for backing me up on that.
You guys are cracking me up. Please put all the housewives you think are boring in the chat and explain why. Because Jennifer Loves Spew says Candy needs to worry about her restaurants passing health. I've eaten at Old Lady Gang twice, and I never got sick. Okay, so but I know that her other restaurant, I think it was Blaze, there was some issues. Me and Busy, we read the reviews one night. It was pretty funny. Graphics designer says Robin from Portola. You guys make me laugh. I love you guys so much.
Who's saying this now? Eric Spears has to win the prize on tonight's show. Aaron's saying
for that share. That's a pretty big share. That was a pretty big share.
It was a good share. You're right.
Yeah, sympathy close. I feel like it's sympathy close too. Teddy, because I fall asleep. Teddy's freaking allegedly her whatever it was, her meal plans and stuff was that like starvation diet allegedly she had.
It was starvation. Are you kidding me?
Over yourself. That was gross.
One celery stalk and a glass of water, and that's only if you've been good the day before. Shut up.
It was both restaurants. So are you saying I could have gotten sick from Old Lady King because I went there and I had a fun. I ate. Where I took a picture with Don Juan. It's in Atlanta. I think there's 2 locations now, but the one I went to is the original location, which when you walk, I don't know what area, neighborhood in Atlanta, but you can kind of see, I think you can kind of see downtown. But I took a picture with Don Juan. He was there and I was so excited. I was geeking out.
And Don Juan?
Remember from Roa, that's like Candy's right-hand man. That's her main dude with her business, the skinny, tall.
Yeah.
And he'll like throw shade at Don Juan? Yeah. That's what they call him, Don Juan. That's his name forever.
That just means like hot guy. That's what we would say, Don Juan.
Sarah Smiles said she wasn't claiming the money she was getting from Tom on her taxes. Also, they were doing payroll tax fraud allegedly by paying her credit card bills instead of deducting taxes from his check. Then these people are,
you know what, pay your fair share so the rest of us don't have to.
You bastards.
I know, serious. All right.
Don Juan can get these cookies. Gee. Dallas, yes, Dallas, all boring, all racist, all drunk, all cheating, allegedly. Double threats. Okay, let's get into some Salt Lake City and then we'll wrap it up here, Nana.
Okay, that would be great. The other day we went 3.5 hours, was it?
Yeah, I got to get out of here within we'll do this for 15 minutes because Chell is making me. I've been craving macaroni and cheese because it is my go-to. Like if I'm just having Wednesday, was it Wednesday? We were doing Married to Survivor and I was just having a day. You know, you have those days where you're just and we were we don't really talk about this stuff, but we were having we were worried about Dad's health. We had some health scare, but we got good news. So that was good. So it was 2 days, a couple weeks of worrying about Papa. God. So Papa's going to be fine and he's getting stuff taken care of. But we thought it was the big C word. We were very worried. And so I was just kind of it was just too much. You know what I mean? Well, obviously for you, it's going to be, you're his wife or whatever. So not to get too into his personal business, but so I was just kind of feeling down in the dumps because I was worried, and then what always makes me feel better, it's the dumbest thing, but I said it reminds me of Nana, is a PB&J, just those childhood staples or some Kraft mac and cheese. You always made sure we had some, because Kraft mac and cheese was new when I was a kid. That was remember when the spirals came out? I was like, what the frick? It rocked my world.
How about the meat? How about from the can too? They had the spaghetti and meatballs and UFOs and meteorites. And Linda goes, "You're feeding them what?" I said, "They're called UFOs and meteorites. They're really cute little spaghetti and these little hot."
Give us all the food that you shouldn't probably now give, but all the foods kids wanted. So we had, all the SpaghettiOs. We had Kraft mac and cheese with hot dogs, even though hot dogs take allegedly, years off your life. But we had it all the time.
Take me now because I like hot dogs.
And it was delicious. And so I always crave Kraft mac and cheese. And Chell's like, "That's disgusting." And I go, "But it's not. It just makes me feel good." So of course he couldn't do because he likes to cook himself. So he did not come home with Kraft mac and cheese from the box, even though he did recently, like a couple months ago. I think it was like I was PMSing and he brought me in. I was watching old episodes of Wife Swap and he brought me in like a ginger ale and some Kraft mac and cheese. I was like, I love you so much, because just that like comfort food or whatever. So now tonight he's making homemade mac and cheese. He makes mac and bougies because it's bougie, and he's got lobster. So I'm having mac and cheese and lobster. So I gotta wrap this up because I am
we are moving. We are moving along, and I just want to say you are so spoiled, and I thank Chell for that. Okay, good. That's a good thing. You want your daughter to be treated right. So thank you.
Yeah. Oh my God. I love it.
Eating Kraft mac and cheese. I know, and the kids aren't really big on it. But you know, I made it, and I got to get chili hot dish going, so that's what I'm going to do right after this.
Sometimes, like the Velveeta shells and cheese are like the Annie's organic ones that you can get, or like Trader Joe's. Those are good.
I like Annie's.
Yeah, Chell's awesome. So he's like, get ready, baby. We got some lobster and mac and cheese, because he's like, I can't do that to you, the Kraft. I go, but I love it. He goes, no, you know I make better.
He makes it better everything. He makes better everything. I had a tough couple weeks here. So we used to bake for TV dinners when they came out. Yes. Too. Yeah, Kat. My mom cooked. I mean, she worked full time, which was not usual, you know, for that day and age. But we used to just die for the Swanson TV dinners with the chicken and the little dessert on there.
Like the brownie or the apple crisp.
Or the cranberry something. Oh my God, it was my favorite. And
I thought TV dinners were fancy too when we were real young. They were pretty good.
Oh God, you know, and I should have listened or paid more attention to my mom because she was such a good cook. And I remember making chicken cacciatore. Say it again.
Kitchen cacciatore.
Chicken cacciatore. Yes, I made that. And it took all day. And I'm watching, I'm just putting all these ingredients in. And they said something about garlic and 3 garlic cloves. I didn't realize. No one told me that looks kind of almost, no one told me that this was the garlic clove. I used the whole garlic.
Oh, no.
3 of those. Oh. The whole house smelled of garlic. I thought I was down at DeGidio's or something. Italian restaurant.
That's crazy. Kel says, I need a Chell in my life. Does he have any bros or cousins in their mid-30s? His brother, he does have a brother, but he's only like 24. So he's pretty young. And he's an actor and living his life. And I think he's going to move to LA, and I'm really excited for it.
But he looks like Chell, so it's an even more plus. He's adorable.
So cute and sweet. My guilty nostalgic treat is hamburger helper. Oh, my hubby makes it when I'm sad. See, that's the best when hubbies do that. Salisbury steak TV dinner is the shit. I still think that's good. Fried chicken.
The fried chicken TV dinners with the mashed potatoes.
I haven't had one in years, but I imagine it's still good.
And you guys were raised on those damn banquet pot pies.
You know? Oh, I hated those. Dad always made those.
Dad Dad still likes them. Ish.
That's why I would cry when you would leave. Dad's like, I got dinner. And I was like, come back.
No.
But I bet you know who probably likes TV dinners, like fancy TV dinners? Kathy Hilton. I
bet Kathy does too. God love her. Let's get into this. We got to get you to your Kraft macaroni and cheese. Never catch you on live
dinner. No joke. Happy Halloween. If Chell or Busy has a gay relative, I'm a good tour guide in NYC. Oh, you're so cute, Eric.
You are cute.
I will let you know. If I'm in NYC, I want to meet you. If with me and Busy head out that way when we visit Joey and Katie, that would be fun. But what was I going to say? Oh, now I forgot. You guys are so sweet.
This is so nice. I just love this. So, Eric. Did you leave
Chell
yet? Okay.
Made lamb the other night, Nana, and I don't eat lamb because I eat Kraft mac and cheese, but I don't eat lamb. Explain it. I don't know. Make it make sense. It doesn't. So poor Chell made this nice dinner, and then I went to Chipotle.
Really, you're not a lamb person?
I don't think you are either.
Well, my mom used to make lamb, and then I'd sit across from my little sisters. They were twins, and sit across from them, and they'd cry the whole. we're eating Mary's little lamb. And I thought, oh, God, I can't. I thought, oh, sweet Jesus, you guys, they're 6 years younger than me. So anything they said bothered me. I love them now, but that was then. This is now. Love those pot pies. Oh, my God. Swanson pot pies. See, I used to like the Swanson brands. Okay. So I just like to say before we're done with this right now, because I kind of think Eric's leaving us the way he said it.
Okay. Well, he's just leaving us temporarily. Maybe he has a life or something. It sounded like you were like, he's leaving us forever.
No, I mean, leaving the podcast. Was it?
Okay. He's just going to log off for the day, maybe.
Oh, okay.
So sorry, what were you going to say, Nana?
Okay. I wanted to say something, but that's okay. Aaron's thought it should go to Eric, the gift. I know it's not the end, but we're going to do it right in the middle.
We'll have to see if he wants it, though, because I don't know if it's something he would want. We'll have to ask him.
He can re-gift.
Eric, let us know if you're still here, because Nana wants to give you a prize. So put it in the chat if you're still here, Eric.
Has anybody heard what I'm talking about? Eric, yeah, find out. And then the other one, can I say who the other one goes to?
Yeah.
I'm going to do 2 because.
You're doing 2? 2 prizes tonight, you guys.
And that's, I was going to wait for next week, but I thought I'm not going to. And it's going to Yaya Cat because she's a grandma. And I liked her. My mom held me in.
Oh,
birthdays. When we were talking about birthdays, I laughed at that. I thought that was really funny. So
Yaya Cat is the best. Leaves the best comments. And right here says, I get it, Nana. First time I saw artichoke, I pulled off all the little leaves and couldn't find what was inside. Midwestern girls. Yaya Cat, you're getting a prize.
Okay, so can I show them what it is?
But let me tell her real quick.
Sorry.
You either email me at joleenreacts@gmail.com. You can put it in the chat mods. I'd appreciate it. JoleneReacts@gmail.com or DM me on social media. I feel like you and I have maybe DM before, but I could be wrong. So email me your address. Send me your address so we can send this out. All right, Nana. What's Yaya Cat and Eric Spear if he chooses to accept it? Eric, same with you. If you're still here, send me your address. We know you're in New York because you said it. Don't make me come find you. Okay.
It is from the Elvis Presley collection when I was at Graceland.
We just sent one to Delisa on Monday.
Yes, and it is a scarf. It is a royal blue scarf. Everybody looks good in royal blue. What do you think?
It's little Elvis.
Little Elvis.
Isn't that cute?
Little Elvis.
It's
and I just loved it.
From Graceland. So that is what you get. Yeah.
I like it.
How cute.
I thought it was pretty. And us grandmas, we look good in bright colors, even though I wear black a lot. But we do look good.
And gay men in New York named Eric also. And also, Eric, if you don't wear it yourself, you might. I don't know. I'm not being presumptuous here. But you can, like Nana says, regift it.
Regift it, baby, if you don't like it. But it is from, Graceland. So, and Yaya Cat.
Oh, we got to send Realification a prize too, because Realification is just the best. Realification just got here,
really
spent the evening with the Granberry babies. It's great to see my 2 favorite YouTubers. Oh, we love you.
You are the best. Thank you for that.
Sorry, here's I'll put the email. So it's just Joleen Reacts. I'm writing it here. It'll end up in the comments at gmail.com. If you want to send it to me, that would be amazing. Hopefully you can see it there. And that's where you send me your address and I send it over to Nana and then Nana ships it out. And
then I ship it out.
Eric Spear, we got to get your Addy too. So someone please, message Eric and tell him.
And yes, and Yaya Cat, send your address, honey. And certainly I put mine.
You sent a pic to Nana too? Okay, in the scarf? Because that's Delisa.
Oh, Delisa, I didn't see it, honey. Where did you send it?
Oh, no. I think I sent the address to Nana. Is that what we're saying? Maybe I'm getting confused. Sorry.
Okay, I'm glad you got it because they always ask me at I was going to say airport, post office, post office. Come on, Eileen. And they asked me, do you want a 2-day? Do you want a 4-day? So I went with, I think the 2-day. I don't know. I didn't need it overnight is the thing. So,
oh, yay. Okay. Yes. DGF. Yes, Lisa. Okay. In the DMs. Okay. JoleneReacts@gmail.com. So that's where you guys can send it. Otherwise, you can DM me on Instagram because I do check my DMs on Instagram. I don't get back to everybody because I got some cuckoo bananas people out there. And even some of you, I don't get back to when you're not cuckoo bananas. I just have to be more careful than I have been in the past, unfortunately, because, it's getting weird out here, guys. It's getting weird. People start normal and then all of a sudden they're like, I want to kill you. And you're like, excuse me? Excuse me? Huh? Who? What? How? Huh?
Okay. Enough about my mom's side. Okay, anyway, here we go.
Thank you, Lisa C, for the super
Thank
sticker.
you, Lisa. Season 2, we're going to rush through this just a little bit. We're going to put it on a high power, not neutral. We're going to put it in drive 2, D2. And we are going with
Salt Lake City.
Salt Lake City, season 2, episode 7. Is that the last one we had? Yes, slippery slopes. So we're kind of doing it all together here. Whitney calls Heather. Whitney calls Jen Shah, Meredith. Mary doesn't have a voicemail set up. Whitney's calling. She's going to invite them for tubing. And that sounds fun. Lisa picks up her 9-year-old son. Wendy's for dinner. This girl is, how does she keep such a cute little shape? She does nothing but fast food. She eats like a 12-year-old God lover. They both love fast food. He's having a friend that isn't talking to him. She asked him how his day is going at school.
Poor little guy.
That I know that breaks your heart because those kids stuff. The kids can be mean. So can adults. Mm-hmm. Lisa's trying to fix it for him. So I don't know what she's going to do about that. But Jenny and husband, I always say his name wrong. D-U-Y. Dewey.
I think it's Dewey. Yep.
Okay. At a restaurant. She's still annoyed with him. Oh, and I would be too. They're having oysters and martinis, which sounds absolutely gross to me. She brings up
I actually screenshotted the oysters. So I was going to ask you, Nana. Here, let me pull it up. I was like, Nana, have you ever had oysters before?
I have. And I just...
You're allergic to shellfish, though, now. So
yes, that was years ago. But I
did do this for you.
Oh my gosh. It's just like, I mean, I don't want to say what it looks like, but it's just like that. Okay. Bye-bye. It just doesn't appeal to me. Not at all. Ishy. Jen and husband, they're at a restaurant. She's saying that she brings up the baby situation. He says he needs more alcohol to talk about this. I feel for this woman. I feel so bad for her. When you he's telling her, well, when you walked away, that hurt. Well, I would have been running away. Of course, she had these ski things on. They went out cross-country skiing. It's not uncommon in our heritage, he says. And it's not, as a physician, I have a patient that has 5 wives and 40 kids. Are you bragging or complaining? Are you kidding me? Stop it. That just sounds ludicrous. Understand.
After hearing Jenny's story, and he lived it, and her having all of these miscarriages, and then also losing their baby daughter after she's born, and then started to breathe normally, and then an hour later, after her having to go to emergency C-section, they lose their beautiful daughter. And he's out here pushing her, and she's like, I'm 42. I don't want to do this anymore. My body's been through enough. And so instead of just being like, thank you for the family you've given me, thank you for what you've been through and what we've been through, let's process it and love each other and our children more, he says, let's bring in a sister wife. I want to stab him in the eye.
I wanted to push him down that slope of a mountain, only they were doing only cross country. Shame on him. Real vacation, $5. Oysters are nasty. I don't swallow. Well, that's neither here nor there.
You never should.
No, but I felt
funny. This episode for Jenny just made me like her so much more.
Me too.
Because the realness that she shared and just the struggle. And also, okay, I get they're on a reality show, but why the frick are you bringing this up now? You know she's Catholic. You know that just because you live in Mormon country doesn't mean that. And not every Mormon is into polygamy anyways.
Right.
So why bring this up and embarrass your wife after everything she's given you? And
that's right. It's like, oh, shame on him. He doesn't see anything.
Eric. Okay,
oh,
Eric.
Good.
Here, I'll put in my email.
Eric,
again.
Did you get to see it, honey, or did you just come back in? I think, Eric, why wouldn't you wear this? Elvis. It's got little Elvises on it. It's blue. It came right from Graceland on my trip.
Elvis's pelvis.
Absolutely beautiful. Elvis
So
has
just-
left the building and coming to your home now.
Email me here, Eric, at JoleenReacts@gmail.com. Send me your address. I'll send it to Nana, and then we will get it shipped out to you.
Then I'll get it sent out.
Awesome.
Good. I'm glad. He doesn't see anything wrong with this. She says, I'm Catholic. It's not acceptable. Why would you want me to share you with someone else?
So gross.
It is. My greatest fear is I'm going to lose you, he says. Well, yeah, you are, buddy. She wants to talk with a professional.
Dumbass.
Let me think about it. In our culture, we don't go to therapy. He's just, he's so adamant about it. It's not like he's not hearing her. He's not hearing her.
It's because he refuses, like she said, to process this huge loss. And he just refuses to. So he wants to replace it. He wants to do everything else. And he's going to destroy the good marriage he has now because he just won't process the loss of their child, and that his wife went through a lot. I mean, even before this loss with,
9 miscarriages, 1 stillbirth. Uncle, enough. She's been put through enough. And plus she's got 3 healthy children. Leave her be.
Your daughter is like all the child I would ever want. That kid is so cool.
Isn't she
She's
cool?
amazing. So like, be thankful, bro. Be grateful. I get like, you want big families and stuff, but be grateful for what the frick you have. Most people don't have 3 awesome kids. So
That's
just take that.
I totally agree.
I just feel for Jenny. I feel for her.
I do too. So Seth and Meredith are at a restaurant. Love your outfit, he says. I want to talk to you about a new view. So they must be looking at a new house because I think they're renting right now. What are your expectations? And we learned communication techniques, and they're talking about their marriage, and marriage takes 100%. And Meredith, she just gets stressed out. Okay.
I don't like Seth.
I knew you were going to say that. There was something about him I didn't like either. He seemed kind of sing-songy or something. Maybe him and Mauricio are hitting the same bong. I don't know. Is it
always talking about sex and with his wife, and he turns everything to that. And I don't know what he learned in marriage therapy with the communication, but he's always just sexualizing her, which great. That's your wife and you guys have a healthy sex life, allegedly. Okay, cool. But he's very immature about it. And when he was out with the guys a couple episodes ago, the way he spoke about it, and it's as long as I don't wake her up, there's just something real gross.
I didn't like that. Yeah. I mean,
he's creepy.
Well, it's an old joke,
and you can tell she's uncomfortable, like Miss T is saying. Like, he's always talking about her body. She's clearly uncomfortable. Meredith, unfortunately, Meredith is a beautiful woman, but she's doing a lot. Do you know what I mean? We have a lot going on here. This is a lot. And she doesn't need all this, but it's her prerogative. And I guess, women make your own choice. But when you have a husband that objectifies you like that, if Chell was always dumbing me down to my sexuality and my boobs and stuff, you like your husband to be attracted to you, but bro, can you have a conversation where you're not talking about this like you're freaking 16 years old? It's weird.
It does seem weird. Yeah, that does seem weird.
It is, and you can tell she doesn't like it.
Yeah, what about her hair? See her hair now? Do you like that? I mean, I'm liking it. I think a little shorter would be nice. Too much, I don't know. Too much forehead. Maybe she needs a little bang there. Don't we all?
I like her hair. I don't mind her hair at all. I just think Seth, he's trying too hard to prove something.
Yeah, he really is. I think the boobs might be a newer, so they haven't fully dropped because they look a little like when you first get a boob job. Like I remember my friend, when she first got a boob job, she was like, you have to massage them and stuff because they ultimately kind of have to settle. But I don't know what's going on with. I'm not sure. It looks strange, doesn't it?
Yeah, no, I think this is. I mean, it's like it's flawless in that it's clear, like the clear chest skin, like not a crinkle can be found, but also like almost an early, I don't know, did she just get boobies? Is that what he's referencing a lot?
Honey, I don't know that. It just seems a little.
Well, I think her voice is just like, okay, Seth. Yeah, I mean, Brooke Smarks has to have. I just don't think it's okay to talk about people's sexuality before they've come out. I like that Seth likes my body, but I do wish he would talk about it less. I do. Jen Shah, don't you dare talk about my family. Like, that's her voice.
That is it.
I
That
like
is it. I
I'll
just,
say I like
yeah.
it.
Someone's
So.
saying in the comment too that her hair is the least of her problems. Okay, true story.
Yeah.
Then we go.
I think it just needs some of the massaging. Like, they do settle eventually. Or maybe she just was like, hey, I want it high and tight, baby. Get it high and tight. Okay.
It
However
just-
you want your tots to look, do it.
Yeah, it just looks a little manly.
What do you mean? The boobs?
The chest. Yeah.
Oh, like maybe like more are you talking about like the pectorals when you work out kind of hard, you know, your boobs? Or,
Yes.
you know, I'm not sure. I don't think it's manly at all. I think it's just real tight, real high and tight. That's all I can say. I don't know, but yeah, Pecky, I guess, Nana. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, yes, I know. Two things that we just strive
just
for: high and tight. Okay.
High and tight.
High and tight. Let's go to the beauty lab with Heather, shall we? She's having her first anniversary for her employees that were all pregnant together. Now these babies are 1 year old.
That was
They had
so
a birthday
freaking
party.
cute.
Wasn't
I'm
that
sorry,
cute?
that was so cute.
It
oh my
was.
God, I love these.
I
kids.
love these kids with these little cakes in front of them. I like the one that pushed it off the tray. I mean, and I just thought it was so cute. I thought it was so
Heather,
nice that they did this.
Cute thing to do, because just a year ago we saw them all have their showers, and then we get a follow-up, which I think is super fun for her business and what she's doing for the women of her business.
What?
And
yes. Oh, look
so
at this
cute.
little one
At Beauty Lab.
I mean, my God.
A fun little party that they had, and we got to see all the little tots. And I thought it was
adorable. I
love Heather. I love her little business that she.
I do too.
I do too. And then I love that What's Her Nuts showed up and got
Angie baby
and fell over. I was like,
Angie
yes,
baby.
Angie.
You're a special lady. Jen Shah walks in with a bag of goodies. Now, if there's anybody that looks like, I don't know. I mean, like she shouldn't be around children. To me, it's Jen Shah. And I have no idea. She just has that look about her, like kind of like, what's the gal in a 1001 Dalmatians?
Cruella DeVille.
Yes, that's who she reminds me of.
Not Cruella DeVille now.
Yes, she does. Isn't it weird that
oh my God.
Aubrey, the caterer. Okay, now Jen Shah walks in with her bag of goodies. Okay, and this is weird. The caterer came over to the table. This is when
the one that
Lisa,
looks like Meredith, Lisa,
and Whitney went out to eat with the husbands, and their girls are. I got something about girls doing stretching on yoga. Let's forget about them going out to eat. They're going to go a little later.
Well, we don't care about the yoga thing. Was stupid. Who cares? They did that yoga where you're like hanging from a cloth and you're spreading your legs and you're just feeling real good, And
yeah,
Whitney's
it doesn't.
Like, she's spreading her legs like good girl, like fun girls do. And I was like, all right, wait, we got it. Cool.
All right, got it. Understand.
And then they do a double date because Lisa's husband and Whitney's husband were like, we like to hang out. Wieners for life. We got to get our wives to like each other. And so they're trying to get them to like each other.
I know. And it doesn't seem to be working. I mean, it started out nice until one of the, they cater too, but their chefs also came to the table and says, I can't believe that happened to you, that she would think that you would have been the one to call and cancel us for the party. And so Whitney's sitting there going, I feel a setup coming on. And I think she was right.
It seemed very set up because all of a sudden this chick, Aubrey or Julie, whatever the hell her name was like, oh, what they did to you was very wrong.
That's right.
You would never do that. You are a good person. Did I do that right? And then the husband comes over and you're like, okay, I think it's these two.
All right.
Yeah, these two are like,
this is interesting.
Sell us a bill of goods at the dinner.
Oh, and they did too.
Mm-hmm. And Whitney's like, this is not happening. Like she's just with her little voice. And Lisa's like, are you serious? Do you seriously think that I would, oh my God, I go to Wendy's. Like I would, oh my God, I would give up. If I could, I would give up having Frosties and French fries for the rest of my life. If you guys would just let this go, let it go. I would never. I'm such a good friend. No. Whitney, I want to be your real friend.
And why does Angie want to be your friend so bad? You know, the one that had that charity event and stuff.
Because they've known each other since they were kids. So she's like, is she really throwing away this relationship?
Well, 20 years, they said. A friend of 20 years doesn't do that. That's what Lisa's telling her. Okay, well, I think you did. I really do. Let's see. They went tubing. Tubing looked fun. I love that they just stand there and it takes you back up. You don't have to walk the hills. Good for you guys.
I love tubing. I haven't went tubing since like maybe my early 20s. I wanted to take child tubing when we were back in Minnesota because there's a tubing place by your house.
There is. I know exactly where it is.
Yep. And here's Mary. Oh my God. Mary was on one. She was like, I can't. Mary's pissed. She's like, I can't believe that I have to hang out with Robert Sr. He's been gone for years. It's been the best year of my life. Apparently he's going to come back. Well, okay, Robert. Jesus, take the wheel. I'm going to run him over. Like she's
not happy.
She's not happy. So she starts something with Lisa.
I know. She was after her. Mary's coming for Lisa.
I kind of liked it. It was funny.
And then Lisa has to Google what Mary says to her. Mary, she says, don't put me down. Okay, Lisa. And then Angie, who's sitting next to her. Now, Lisa pretended that Angie just didn't even exist. And then they showed like Angie popping out of the
And then
limo.
they took her out as a shot.
That was kind of funny. I thought that was pretty funny. I mean, who could wear a yellow thing like that and look good? Serious as a heart attack.
She looks good.
Dear Lord.
It's like a 70s superstar.
Yes, she does. Kind of like a Cheryl Teague's long hair look. Then they had this tits out and tits in, and Mary didn't go up and come down on the tube.
What about Mary versus Jenny though? Because Jenny was like, not today, Mary. And Mary's like, don't you swear at me. She's like, it's not the day to do it because today is the anniversary of Jenny's daughter's death. So she's just like, don't start with me. And Mary, I mean, look at Mary. She's just looking Jenny up and down like, how dare you? And Lisa like, how dare you even talk to me? I am Mary Crosby. My granddaddy husband will tell you. So Mary is, I mean, there's so many things not right about this lady.
I know. And her son is so, I mean, he seems so sweet. And, you know, if he could, he'd be rolling his eyes at his mom, some of the stuff she says and does. So Mary is the judge for this tubing contest and whoever gets down the hill first. And Heather's team did not win. I wanted Heather to win. Then they went to the lunch, the chateau afterwards, after the competitive tubing. Lisa says, Mary, we're good. Okay. That's fine. Lisa's just running around all over the place trying to see who's on her side. You know, Angie wants Lisa to be her friend. I want you to just say that you're sorry, Angie. That's what I need. Oh, my God. Friend of 20 years doesn't do that. I want to move forward, Lisa screamed.
It's pretty childish. I think Lisa, I do believe she's very junior high about her friendships. Like, she will cut you off.
Yes.
She does the thing, I'll just pretend you're not here. It's like, that's
disgusting.
Gross. It's gross.
Angie's like a little sister to me, and then they hug. Okay. Whitney doesn't buy it. Whitney doesn't buy much. I love Whitney. I am beginning to love this girl. Where I wasn't as thrilled with her in the beginning, I'm loving her. She sees through things. She's starting to see things the way I see them. I don't know. Jenny talks to Mary.
Shah was so happy she wasn't in it. Like Miss T saying, she was like, oh my God, it's not me in the drama.
Amen. Amen, sister. Jenny talks to Mary, really yelling at Mary. Jenny, you don't know me. Don't attack me today. It's my daughter's death anniversary. And that was sad. So then everybody's like, you know, they should have had Rinna there going,
I know, mouth.
This was not a miscarriage. The baby was born alive. It was a stillbirth, though.
So sad.
Jenny's really having a hard day. Lisa, my grandfather was gay, Lisa said. What's that got to do with the price of tomatoes? You know, really serious. What? Okay.
Well, I think it's because they were having, so they're having an event. whatever. It was
Charity.
for
Yep.
LGBTQIA. It was for the
Yes.
trans community. So I'm part of LG. So she thought, I'll just throw in the grandpa gay to get whose grandpa wasn't gay these days. You know what I mean, Lisa? I don't know how that's going to garnish you sympathy when you're allegedly pulling away the caterer from the event because you're petty. Okay. Everybody's
right.
got a gay grandpa. What is the Chris Rock joke? Everybody's got a gay uncle or something like that.
Yeah,
Back in the
yeah.
day. But I mean, seriously, everyone's got a gay grandpa. So I don't know what's going on here.
So my grandfather was gay. Okay, well, good for you. We're really happy.
Good for him.
Miss
Cia
Cia?
Yes, says, is it just me or do you gals get Meredith and Lisa confused? I don't. Yes, I just did again.
I do it all the time, honey. That's why I was glad Meredith cut her hair up. I would call Meredith like forehead or something to not.
She doesn't even have a big forehead.
Oh, I'm sorry. It looked like Frasier's. Lisa, my grandfather was gay. I wouldn't sabotage this. Okay. And then Lisa doesn't know why Jenny is sharing this with this group. I don't know why I'm sharing this with this, or why Jenny's sharing that information about her daughter, stillbirth.
Lisa's probably going to make this about her and go, I was the only one who knew.
There are a lot of selfish bitches, she says. Meredith is having a large party and not asking Jen. Stay tuned. Okay, did we wrap that up pretty nice?
That is like saying, I'm not racist. I have a black friend. Kind of like Dorit. Like,
right.
I can't be racist. My mother's best friend's orthodontist, pediatric psychiatrist is black.
I'm so happy for her. But I'm liking Jenny a lot better, you know? Mm-hmm. Her husband's got, honey, I don't know.
Husbands, between Meredith's husband being creepy, between Jenny's husband just being tone deaf and creepy, wanting to bring in a sister wife. A surrogate is one thing, or adopting, but a sister wife, she didn't sign up for that. You guys have been married for a long time. That's creepy to just bring that up now.
I think so too.
Lisa's husband's very docile. He seems very chill.
I gotta think about, yes.
The tall, lanky guy.
Is. Yep.
Whitney's husband, kind of creepy because they're always out there with the sexies. I just think it's creepy. And then Coach Shah, we saw him a little bit this episode.
Yeah,
but
not much.
I also think, I want to know your opinion on this real quick, Nana. Jen's interaction with her kids, like her son, is really weird.
Well, it is. And he does. And Coach Shah had more of a control on that. She wants to go to his locker and decorate his locker. And he went like this to his dad.
But
like, I don't think so.
Even the way he talks to her is almost like it's not your mom. Like there seems to be like a big barrier there.
It's a disconnect.
There's a disconnect.
You can hear it. You can hear it in the way, he really has to rethink on what's my mom saying. All of a sudden she wants to be a big part of his life and spend more time. But then Coach is saying, Coach is saying, you're very busy. And some of this stuff might not happen. So it's
a lot of ma'am type stuff. I feel
like she promised a lot and then didn't deliver. And now she's trying again.
Well, I don't know with her dad passed. She's like, he saw a lot or he did. It's like, well, what did he see? You just like freaking out. And I know there's different respects and different parents require you to say things, but ways like, no, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It's just very much like, that's your mom. Like,
I know a lot of families are laid back. We were more laid back with that. But I mean, you show due respect to, auntie, you call auntie Karen and stuff like that. That's just what we did.
I like Eric Spears. I can't be a serial killer. I have plenty of friends that are alive. Plenty. Yeah. Speaking of that, there was this thing on, what was it on Hulu? And I think it's, the ID network or something, and they had like scary stories of like serial killer or like things that end up being maybe like a killer, or not all of them were serial killers, but one of them was the Ed Gein story a little bit, and it's like, that's another just the mommy issues on old Eddie Gein from Scotty. It was real gross. I had no idea he had someone's skull and he used it for a soup bowl.
He made things out of the skin
and
of
bodies,
people.
But he kept a skull for his soup, Nana. He only really used like older women. because once he
Well, our
lost his
skin
mom,
stretches better, I think. I think so. And then his theme song, consider yourself at home, consider yourself part of the furniture. Okay, that's me.
that was me. Dee Marie says it feels like she hadn't been around Jen Shaw. Yeah. And Jennifer Loves Food says Jen has been too busy stealing from the elderly, allegedly. Yeah, to build a relationship with her child, allegedly. Yeah, allegedly.
I think she has some repair work to do there. It was obvious.
It was, I felt so bad for their son because I'm just like, this isn't good. It isn't good. And she's not coming off motherly. Like, I guess what I would think would be motherly. It just is very different.
Yeah. I mean, she seemed real, I don't know, like, here, we can do this and I'll do this for you and I'll do that for you. And quit promising things, because Coach even said, you're very busy. You have a very busy schedule. You know, don't keep promising your child this stuff if you can't deliver. And then, you know, they were doing rope. Oh man, can they skip
doing rope?
What?
Man,
They're doing some rope. I mean, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe how good they were. Well, you know, jumping rope.
Rope, doing rope.
Yeah, we're doing some rope.
They were doing some rope. No, I think too, also, like, I'll come decorate your locker. Like, you're just doing things you would want to do. Why would he ever want?
No. How lame is that? Oh my
if you're
God.
trying
Can you
to be
imagine me coming to your school and decorating your locker? Oh my God.
I mean, I could imagine you doing that, but
I can't.
Cleaning. But no, I just, like, don't even joke about it, because it seems like there's quite the disconnect. Okay.
Diana Lee saying, "Oh my God, Nana, why is that? Oh my God,
consider yourself part of the furniture." That's
so bad. It's so bad. It's like, stop it.
Jennifer Loves Food says, "My mom and I are like you and Nana. I can't imagine having that cold relationship with my mother. It's hard to watch. It's hard to watch because I just feel for him. Like, give him a hug. Tell him you're sorry. Get on your knees. Like, just like feel bad. Be like, I'm sorry. I don't know. Anyways. All right. I got to go eat mac and cheese and lobster. You guys are fantastic.
I love you guys. Monday. Thank you.
For 90 Day with Nana.
Okay. And Eric, send your address. And Yaya, send your address to Joleen. And then we'll get going on this.
We'll get it shipped out. And did you ship out DGFs yet?
Oh, yeah. She should have it.
Oh, you sent me DMs. Okay, I'm so behind.
It's okay. No, I sent it out the very next day.
Yeah, and I have DMs. Okay,
that's okay. No, and I think I asked for 2 days or a 3 day or something like that.
Okay, I gotta get some sleep. All right, I'll
get some sleep. You work too hard.
You work too hard.
I don't. I took an hour and a half nap after running around today. So
yes, guys, join me next Tuesday after Sip and Key with Down with Jason. We'll be talking about Anchor Watch, his new show, which is about Below Deck. So this weekend I'm going to watch some Below Deck because I haven't watched it in a while. So I'm excited.
That captain is hot. And Jason, is he ever cute? Anyway, okay, I'll let you go. Good night, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. And
hit the like.
And hit like before you leave. You know, why not?
When the video posts, if you guys could leave a comment, you can tell us your favorite thing about Nana. Okay, so in the comment after this video posts, just please do it because it helps in the algorithm. Just put your favorite thing about Nana in the comments, and you'll help us get our video up in the algorithm. And who doesn't have a favorite thing about Nana?
Nana, did you hear Brian's going to be in?
Hinckley
on December 2nd, 3rd. Yes, I did, honey.
She's going to be with me.
Hear about it, and I'm going to be there. So
and she ain't leaving early for We Love Brian Christopher, but she is staying with me, honey.
I'm very excited about going out there. So, I get to see Joleen. I get to see Chell. I get to see Tilly, and I get to see the pool. Okay.
All right. Leave a comment after the post. Your favorite thing about Nana. We'll talk to you later. Have a good weekend.
So much.
Happy Halloween. Bye.
Happy Halloween.